Well, can you hear me, guys? Alright, we're good. We're live. Alright. So, number one, it's your caster Hachi. Today we're going to be casting Fnatic versus Team Spirit. I don't know how many games we're going to be casting today. Or series, I mean. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Double sound. Let me update my stream information, get a drink of water, and we'll get right into this. Alright. This is going to be an elimination match between Team Spirit and Fnatic. Fnatic was knocked down here by Virtus Pro. That was just a stomping they received yesterday. We got some BM tips as well as voice line spam. Team Spirit, I almost called them Team Secret, of course took out EG yesterday in the lower bracket, eliminating them from the tournament. Let's see. Fnatic starting with standard Warlock Spectre. This is kind of a go-to for them, but they didn't ban out the Chen. That was a hero that EG did ban out against Team Spirit, and yesterday they played pretty fast. They ran down EG, picked them off one by one, placed extremely aggressive wards, and I was extremely impressed by FNG's play specifically on the Shadow Demon. And now they get the Chen here. Chen acts as well. The thing about Warlock Spectre is if they make it to the late game, they're fine, right? So Fnatic, they have the timer on their side because Chen pretty much falls off extremely hard. But it's all down to early game rotations. Team Spirit feels confident on this Chen. He's not, of course, as strong as he used to be when he could send the creeps back and secure like the first wave for the offlaner, but I mean, he still does Chen things. Now, playing a Chen axe against a Warlock Spectre is a little bit difficult because normally Spectre is seen as like a super vulnerable hero in the safe lane, and even though that is true, with the Warlock behind her, she's not actually that easy to take down. Having the constant heal from the Shadow Word and then also being able to juke into the trees with the dagger that did receive some recent buffs. This shouldn't be an easy game for Team Spirit to dominate, but I could say the same about yesterday against EG, and they managed to just shut down EG anyway yesterday. However, Fnatic did beat EG, even though it was with IO, which is kind of, I don't know if you count that. It's pretty broken. The hero is not going to get nerfed tomorrow because there's going to be no patch until the end of this tournament. It's going to be the first Thursday in 2 weeks where we don't actually receive a patch. And speaking of IO, it was banned out by Team Spirit. I'm looking at the bans here in the next phase. Getting rid of Kunkka Beastmaster. Kunkka is pretty annoying in terms of his team fighting capabilities. He can even defend a tower by himself because he's very tanky, hard to dive and get rid of. Beastmaster banned for the opposite reasons in terms of being able to match the Chen's pushing power on the other side of the map, so you don't have to go back and fight into a Chen army, and they get rid of those two options for Team Spirit. Of course, Beastmaster goes pretty well with Spectre as well, being able to just set up an easy haunt gank, and it is one of Universe's better heroes.
10 seconds to go.
Looking at Fnatic, they're banning the Lycan. They do not want to get pushed down. Their plan this game is just to stall it out. Now, they have very good team fight here with the Warlock Sand King. Now, EG also had good team fight yesterday against Team Spirit, but it didn't seem like it mattered. Oh, accidentally queued for game. I'm gonna decline. Why not stream OG? What is it? What's the other series? OG versus Virtus Pro. That is a good series, but I kind of want to watch Team Spirit.
Radiant's pick.
Get the Shadow Demon once again, and I always love watching EE games. Like the Virtus Pro OG series, probably the top tier series, but I don't know. I just like watching EE games, and I want to see what Team Spirit does. They're an unknown team, and I'm more interested in watching them than OG versus VP, which is a top series, but fortunately there's two series going on at once, and we can't cast both. I'm invested in Team Spirit now. So I casted them against EG yesterday. I want to see how they do against Fnatic as well. Like, I guarantee this is going to be a good time. Whether they win or lose, it's going to be a good game. You can't say the same for the VPOG series. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be good, right? But it's not going to be as entertaining as an unknown team with a super aggressive playstyle against EE. Like, you can't beat that. It's going to be an off-lane Darkseer for Universe. And now they have a pretty deadly Sand King Darkseer dual lane. And that's pretty much the name of the patch. Dual lanes. The dual lane patch. The 2-1-2 patch. And Team Spirit has theirs with the Axe Chen. And now Fnatic pick up their two offlaners, Sand King Darkseer. And I'm liking Fnatic's draft in terms of their team fighting. But Team Spirit get off to a snowballing advantage. Like, if they manage to win these two side lanes, it is actually really bad for Fnatic, because these heroes don't do anything unless they got a lead in lane. And by these heroes, I mean Spectre and Darkseer, right? They're just incapable of team fighting, and if Team Spirit just starts shoving objectives and constantly pushing these towers and heroes down the Fnatic's throats, they're not going to be able to defend until, like, at least, you know, they get their 6s on at least both their supports. And of course, the Warlock ultimate's very long cooldown, Spectre ultimate long cooldown. Darkseer can't defend towers unless he's farmed, and he can just face tank, right? So that's the problem right now for Fnatic. They got to play their lanes well. They're putting themselves at that risk by picking this heavy team fighting lineup for the late game, but they're a little lacking. Like, if they don't do well, as I said, they're just gonna get run down. Now Team Spirit, I wonder what their carry is gonna be. Yesterday they did pick the Luna Shadow Demon, the blast from the past, but they're gonna go with the Slark instead. He has pretty good HP regen now, and he's also gonna be their hunter in the night. They like the Slark against the Spectre. They picked it against EG yesterday as well when EG picked Spectre. And this hero is really good at hunting Spectre, because he usually wants to play on the other side of the map, and Slark can move around the map extremely quickly and kill the Spectre when she's alone.
5 seconds.
However, Slark Shadow Demon is not that good against Sand King Darkseer, so we'll see how they lane that. So far the lanes are gearing up to be Fnatic favored as long as they play it well, but Team Spirit also have a chance to just outplay them. And FNG definitely made some really good rotation of the Shadow Demon yesterday, and I feel like the Shadow Demon is even just going to connect with the Chen at some point and just wreak havoc on Fnatic's lanes. And we'll see how it goes. Last ban for Fnatic will be the Death Prophet. And Team Spirit, it's going to be an Abed hero to take out here. I feel like Ember would be a pretty sick pick for Fnatic, honestly. Synergizes well with like everything on their team. You can put Iron Shell on him. Does insane amount of damage with Fatal Bonds. And he's not that killable 2 rotations. Actually, I don't know about that. So I have to say DK, but DK also isn't very good against Slark. So they've picked DK in scenarios like this, but I just don't like DK against this lineup. And they will ban the Ember. And they're going to pick up Lina for themselves. So Team Spirit is thinking on the same line as I am. So this is a sick Ember game. He's not the best in the laning stage. He's definitely killable, but later on in the game, like, Slark can't kill Ember. If they get a call on him, they can, but these supports have no catch for Ember at all. Like, Shadow Demon can purge his Flame Guard, but that's about it. This is a pretty good Ember game, but they're not going to have access to that hero anymore. As I said before, DK feels like something that would go with their draft, but comparing it with the matchup against Team Spirit, I just don't like it. All these heroes very good against him. So they have so much damage amp. This is like yesterday. Yesterday they had the Corrosive Haze along with the Shadow Demon. In this game, they have the Penitence with the Shadow Demon. Like, they're gonna do an unexpected amount of damage, and Fnatic have to be prepared for that. Like, Darkseer might think he's tanky, and all of a sudden that the Soul Catcher Penitence gets put onto him, and he just gets bursted. Like, they have the ability just to pick off anyone. They have the Initiator, they have the damage amp, and they have the burst damage, and they have the Scouter. It's everything you need to get kills, and that's how Team Spirit plays. They run at you, and they kill you when you least expect it. As soon as you just split off for a little bit, they pick you off, and they kill the objective. CIS playstyle at its finest. As for Fnatic's last pick here, I don't know. Storm Spirit.
Who's it gonna be?
So it will be an Abed Storm Spirit. However, this hero is vulnerable. He's vulnerable in the laning stage. And now I feel like Fnatic just has 3 vulnerable heroes. If they do not do well in the laning stage, like their draft outright beats Team Spirit, but Team Spirit doesn't care, right? They have very specific playstyle, and if Fnatic do not respond to it well, these heroes can easily just get run over. Storm Spirit, again, very vulnerable in lane. He's good against Slark. And Team Spirit do not have any catch for him, so this is a dream Storm Spirit game. But his lane matchup against Lina isn't the best. And G has been performing exceptionally in the mid lane. And like Warlock definitely does not want to peel away from his lane to go mid. DJ can help mid. But again, I feel like at some point, like this Chen Shadow Demon is just gonna connect to the mid lane. They're gonna go together and they're just gonna kill everyone. We'll see how things play out. But now, pretty much, Fnatic has 3 greedy core heroes, and if they can do well in 2 out of 3 lanes, they're fine. But if they lose 2 lanes too hard, 1 core is not gonna make up for the loss of 2 lanes. So they have to play the laning stage very carefully and make sure they do not give too much away to Team Spirit. And we'll see how it plays out, but they're already at it. Smoked up, looking to probably just place aggressive wards. They're not together, so they're smoked up. They get a ward right in the mid lane for the Lina. Got some chat wheel spam already, so it will be the Shadow Demon Slark, played by Illidan and FNG, going to the top lane, up against DJ Sand King and Universe's Darkseer. The mid lane will be Abed on his Storm Spirit, one of his signature heroes, and G on the Lina. Then we got Biver playing the Chen along with DK Phobos on the Axe against Eternal Envy on the Spectre and Piladai Warlock. This is a signature lane for Fnatic. They pretty much invented this dual lane. And it's a very survivable lane. They can sustain, and even if Spectre doesn't get, as many last hits as she would like, she'll at least, get experience and can look to contribute later on with Haunt. But G, it's a good rotation. Normally, mid players now will... Oh, there's no... He didn't level Battle Hunger, but it doesn't matter. He hits another stun without any setup. No slow either, but the heal is enough. 1 attack's not enough, and along with the Tango, the Shadow Word, Piladai will not feed for his blood. Envy also snagged the rune there. So Fnatic will win out in that trade. And additionally, Abed did block the mid lane, so he's going to have a slight advantage there as well. Things looking okay now for teams Fnatic. Off to an okay start. I'm going to watch this top lane pretty carefully, and we'll see how Illidan and FNG deal with Universe and DJ. This is a pretty rough lane. They can just constantly shove in the lane with Iron Shell and the Caustic Finale. Did he level Caustic at level 1? No. I've seen some Sand Kings do that. I think it's pretty legit, honestly. As for the mid lane, and this is expected to be a Luna favor matchup because Abed won the block. He should have advantage here in the first wave, I would think. G. Oh, nice hit there. Salve up. And Abed did buy the tangos instead of himself. He hits a nice stun there onto Abed, hitting some attacks, and now that the wave is on his high ground, he's going to have the advantage here, the range advantage and the harass advantage as well. But he did not have a point in Dragon Slave, so he's not going to be able to secure the CS there. Well, never mind. He can use the stun. Works the same way. Biver doesn't have a good creep. This is a pretty crappy creep in a lane that's very hard to kill. Notice they did block their big camp, so he had to walk all the way back here, wasting time. And he's just going to send the tornado. And this early game is how Fnatic wants it. They want it slow, and they want to just get farm. They don't care about getting kills. They don't care about any of that. They just want to get farm on all of their cores. They know they have this game in the bag if this game just goes late and they get farm on all of their cores. Their late game is pretty deadly, and again, there's no counter to Storm at all. But there's a lot of harass onto Envy here with the Penitence and the Tornado. It will be ending now. Highlight die. Looking to scout out Biver. And again, he does not have access to his camp here, so this is the creep he's stuck with, and it's like probably one of the worst creeps you can get. G falling low as Abed gets to his bottle and gets the illusion rune. Gonna send some harass in. Over here, F&G is going for some pulls, but it's gonna get contested by Universe and DJ, and they're farming really well in this lane. So far so good for Fnatic. This is where they feel confident, when they can just play these solid lanes, get their farm, and this is gonna transition into an okay mid game for them now. But what they're gonna have to watch for is the F&G connection. When he rotates out, they need to be prepared for him. The Chen has just been playing bottom, and he's not accomplished anything at all. Like, Envy is getting his CS contested, you know, somewhat. And he's securing DK Phobos, good farm and experience. But, you know, Universe and DJ are doing the same top. And I feel like as a Chen, you need to do more. This is not enough. Just slightly winning the lane and harassing Envy out, forcing him back. But I think they're gonna wait. This is gonna be because again, they don't want to overextend at this point, right? They still want to secure Slark this game because he needs to get, you know, some farm so they can test the Spectre later on. And, you know, Axe needs his farm so he can do his thing. He needs to get tanky, and then eventually he can start cutting the creep wave and be a huge nuisance. And they're just playing a slow game, actually. Biver just farming up in the jungle now, because again, he doesn't have access to these camps. Gets 2 creeps, and this is nighttime. This is when you're going to see something happen. As I said, as soon as nighttime hits, F&G has already rotated out. And DJ is definitely calling for it. He's like, where's Shadow Demon? Hello, where's Shadow Demon? Is Abed gonna die to this, actually? G has not set up this gank that well. And there you go. Oh, perfect connection from the supports on the side of Team Spirit. They have the net as well. And Abed, I mean, he should have seen that coming, but that was just perfect timing. Literally from both sides. From one side, from another side. Perfect timing. The creep was there just in time. The net comes out, and Abed goes down. And that's all I was talking about. F&G getting greedy, though, for the 5-minute rune. He's going to feed another solo kill away to DJ. He did not expect DJ to do that. He thought he would still be over here contesting the Slark, but he was actually looking to pick up his own bounty. But Biver does get the bounties bottom, as well as DK Phobos. It's going to be 1 for 1 for now. And now they get the net, the stun onto Envy. He's too tanky for this, though. But, oh no, with the call, though, maybe they can get him. They already lose the troll creep, and no, Envy is too tanky, and he's going to be able to survive. He takes a lot of damage on his Centaur as well, but since the sentry expires here, they're going to be able to replace it pretty quickly. And there you go, F&G connects to the bottom lane, looking to, you know, guarantee this kill onto Envy. If 2 isn't enough, bring 3. And he did give Slark enough space that he can somewhat sustain in this top lane. I mean, he's going to be contested, but he can do his thing. But it's too late. DJ's rotation doesn't come in time. Envy's already dead as F&G comes in, swoops in for the kill. Biver is stuck in a very bad position, though, but he does buy out. And the catapult is hitting the tower. They get the stun onto the axe. Centaur stun on cooldown. He's also super low HP. They do get the thunderclap there onto DJ. He is very low on mana. FNG is going to rotate over here. Where is Bivr going to go? I think they can't kill Abed right now. He's level 6 and he has haste turn. Are they going to try for it anyway though? Well, they can imprison him into a stun. Universe. Oh, Illidan attempts for the pounce. Oh, Universe actually in trouble. FNG walks from the bottom lane and come in for the kill there. G swoops in, gets the kill with his Dragon Slave. And so that's going to be a death onto Universe. They know Storm's not killable, but since DJ TP bottom, they realized Universe was vulnerable. Illidan manned up on him, and he hit level 6 first, as he got a solo experience from a time for a bit there, as the Shadow Demon hasn't been in his lane pretty much. And Axe, again, is free farming the bottom lane. He's not that high in CS. I expected him to like just have perfect CS in this lane, but Envy has contested him a little bit, or he's just been missing some last hits. Oh, Slark died. Oops. Oh, wait, his ultimate was still in cooldown. He used it there just to speed up. He didn't need to. I think the Darkseer was dead anyway, but he wanted to use it just so he can keep vision. But it looks like Fnatic is in a very good position. So far, like, Universe is owning in terms of his farm. This is the farm I expect from the Axe. But somehow he is like a little bit behind. He does have 1 kill. But there's the rotation for the Storm Spear, but a nice Centaur stun. The call comes out as well, but he still has mana. They're going to jump onto the Chen. Chen goes down. Envy looks for the creeps. The sendback was used onto Axe there to make sure that he gets out alive. He kills one of the creeps there. DJ getting caught out with the rotation from G, but he jukes. Jives. It's not enough though. The stun doesn't come out in time. Illidan gets the kill. Echo Slamma Jamma comes out from DJ. Good rotation there from G. Both mid laners rotate to their safe lanes. Help out the respective safe laners that aren't having the best time in the world. The Slark is doing slightly better than Envy, which he kind of needs to. So far, I mean, Abed is just owning. Open up the net worth right now, and G is slightly ahead, but you look at Abed's farm, he's pretty happy with this. He also has an Arcane Rune at a deward from Bivr. Paladai shows up, gets the sentry kill, but that's gonna be it. And Team Spirit, like, this is looking like bad for them, right? It's looking like Fnatic is just doing too well in the lanes, but they haven't hit their stride yet, right? You can't say that they're going to lose the game because they're playing against a late game Spectre lineup and they're not winning the lanes completely. They know when to play aggressive and when to just chill. They need to just chill. It's daytime and they need to get as much farm as they can and make sure they don't actually die, because right now Fnatic is actually stronger, which is surprising, but with the Storm being level 9 at this point, and he's gonna have a Kaya in like the next 3 or 4 minutes or so. They do use the Spectre Haunt there to get the kill onto the Slark. Now the thing is, every time Fnatic wants to get a kill, it costs them a lot, and they don't necessarily want to just constantly look for kills if they don't have to. But they saw an opportunity there to kill the Slark, and they know Spectre's not having a fun time bottom because you know the creep army is coming for him. So it was really good there that he actually just haunts top, gets a kill onto Slark, and then also is able to lane there. Now Illidan gets gone on again. He does not have his ultimate, and they get another kill there onto Illidan. That's not good. What? G somehow got solo killed mid top lane. They're still losing heroes. FNG dies as well. That was a solo kill from the Storm Spirit. They're going to lose the tower as well with the Helmet Dominator on Universe. He dominated the catapult. DK Phobos up here, and this is disaster. They did get the bottom tower. Bivr is going to kill Paladai. No, he gets away. The heal is too much. He does have Chaotic Offering as well. Top lane, they're still going on to the Axe, but they're afraid of getting spun on and chopped. so they're gonna let him go, and that's a disaster. And I was right about to say that Fnatic is actually stronger right now. They need the blink on the Axe, they need the Shadow Blade on the Slark, they need the Yules on the Lina. But Fnatic, they use their timing window. They knew that their super strong DJ was level 6 with the epicenter. They can just surge him in, he can stun, put Iron Shell on everyone, and just run down Team Spirit. Now Team Spirit need to just chill out, wait for their core items. And again, they will get their core items. With Fnatic's lineup, they can play aggressive like that, but they're on a cooldown. Like, they gotta wait for Haunt again, which is in 50 seconds, and they can do that again. But it's gonna give Spirit the space, because without, you know, their big ultimates and things like that, they're not gonna be able to contest Team Spirit, because they're very low cooldown compared to Fnatic, right? The only hero that can constantly fight is Storm, but he's limited by his mana pool. Notice here, Nighttime is going to hit again, and Team Spirit once again is going to assert control on the map. They're even breaking a smoke gang on the Slark, and Slark doesn't have his TP in his inventory, and it's going to be a disaster. They're going to smoke with Abed, and that's the one hero that can still play aggressive, even without any cooldowns. Doesn't not rely on an ultimate ability, other than his 0 cooldown ultimate that just uses mana, and they get a kill there onto Slark. However, they did rotate over the Chen, get a kill onto mid tower, and Team Spirit, they just don't want to fight. They know that this Storm cannot be everywhere, right? And Abed has a choice. Like, is he gonna play aggressive? He's gonna constantly fight, or is he gonna farm? Because he needs to balance it out. Because without him fighting, Envy can't farm. But if he doesn't get farmed, then he's gonna fall off. Like, he can't constantly just be looking for kills, and this is what happens. The smoke gank comes out onto Envy, and he just dies. DK Phobos is top, and he's not going for a blink. What is this? This is insane. I don't know what he's doing. I feel like they really need blink, but he's gonna buy a hood first. Maybe he's just trying to bait. He's getting tanky as possible. Power treads, Vanguard, and a hood. This is new to me on Axe. But he's just baiting. He's not going to initiate. They're going to rely on the Shadow Demon Disruption to set up kills for them. De-warding from FNG again. I mean, Team Spirit, if anything, their ward game is on point. That's just because of how aggressive they play. They'll smoke out, they will get a kill, they'll place wards, and FNG is also really good at recognizing where the enemy would place their wards while they're playing aggressive, right? So he comes in, gets immediate D-ward, places another ward of his own. I really like this ward on the rune spot. This is where Darkseer will farm a lot of times, and Storm Spirit. Speaking of Storm Spirit, he does have a Kaya building into an Orchid next, so it's just the Kaya Orchid build. Illidan is still pretty far away from his Shadow Blade, so it's not looking the greatest, but the game is still even, right? And again, you know, Spectre isn't online yet. Darkseer, he's pretty farmed, but he's actually really farmed. Crimson Guard, still no boots though. It's gonna be difficult, but again, they cannot underestimate the damage output from Team Spirit. Like, he seems tankier with the Crimson Guard, but they pop the Penitence, they pop the Soul Catcher onto him, and they can easily kill him if he's isolated. That's what Team Spirit's gonna look for, is opportunity. They look for an isolated hero, they're gonna take him out. And they need the Shadow Blade though. They need that Slark scouting out. And they need the Yules, and they do have Yules, and he had it for a while actually. And he's building for a Shadow Blade of his own, and G is farming incredibly well. They have the power of this Lina. As I said before, they can just kill anyone with this Lina. Anyone. And Fnatic, they know. If they just sit back and farm, they know at some point they're going to get picked off. So instead, they're going to look to play aggressive. Their best defense is good offense. And if they're killing Team Spirit's not going to kill them, but they head onto the Axe. And he's super tanky. Is the hood build actually going to work out? He still has 10 wand charges, or stick charges. DK Phobos is too tanky. He's still holding on to his call. He gets the call into Universe, the Soul Catcher, but the Hunt comes out. The Warlock Golem stopped the Lina from dishing out damage to kill Universe. Now DK Phobos finally will go down. They committed everything though, but a blink stun from DJ. A huge play from him there. Biver brings his creeps in, and ooh, they get the Laguna Blade out there, and they kill Abed. But they do lose Lina in trade, as well as their Shadow Demon. They're looking to chase for more. DJ blinking forward. They'll get River. That's a triple kill for Envy. That is not the player you want to be giving kills to. And it almost worked out there with the Axe being super tanky, but a good Warlock drop from Pylite Die, preventing the Lina follow-up. If they didn't do that, Darkseer could have easily just been bursted there, and the fight might have looked different without his, well, he didn't really contribute too much, honestly. He didn't use ultimate. He's just Surge and put Iron Shell. If it was Storm, that would have been a different story. The Storm got caught in the call. But now they know the ultimates are down. DK Phobos finds a Indizurn, but they just come in with the dust. Now, the thing about Fnatic is they don't have their ultimates right now. Can they fight? But they do have really good Fatal Bonds onto 4 heroes, and they still have Epicenter. The Epicenter is doing work. It melts through Team Spirit, but Illidan finds Envy, though, and he's going to get out as well. Jump into the low ground, but Storm has the reach. He's going to chase him, but no detection, as his dust is still on cooldown. You know, on the right side, DK Phobos battling up with DJ, and DK Phobos looks like he will get out of this one alive. And he's pretty close to his Blink Dagger as well. And you know, Envy got the triple kill there. They kill him right back. And I don't think Team Spirit need to be extremely worried yet until the Radiance comes out. Once the Radiance comes out, they have to feel bad. But right now, like, they're not happy. This is with a score of 15-7 in a game where they should be winning the early game with their lineup. But the Sand King Darkseer was just too strong. And Fnatic met him with a strong dual lane themselves. And with his last pick, Storm, and them not having any way to counter him, so far Abed has been making the space that he needs to. Still not preventing Envy's 3 deaths, though. Biver going for a Glimmer Cape, so they can just use his axe as bait. I think his axe, he's just gonna be a big beefy front liner. He's gonna bait, tank a lot, but they gotta make sure they don't tank the Fatal Bonds together, because that's how they almost got team wiped there mid again with the Epicenter and the Fatal Bonds. Now, as I said, the Slark has a Shadow Blade now. Lina also has one as well, close to having one, and they're going to look to hunt. Probably during the next nighttime. They're going to chill for another minute, wait for the Shadow Blade to be complete. She's just farm these Ancients. They also have Blink Dagger, and that's the next move for Fnatic and Team Spirit. Fnatic going to go now, but Team Spirit, they got to chill. So if they can avoid this smoke or minimize the losses, like, you know, they're okay with like Chen breaking the smoke and tanking this or something like that. Or they might just look to go on to Envy, but Envy smells what's up. He's just going to back off and wait for his teams to find enemy heroes. Because all heroes on the side of Team Spirit are missing. And Envy's just going to back off entirely. FNG setting up in the trees. And they do take out the mid tower in the meantime. And this is Chen Creeps just sitting here. They're going to get picked off by Abed. Rest in peace. He saves one creep there on 80 HP.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
I get some dewarding as well. And there it is, Blink Dagger. Shadow Blade complete for the Lina. Shadow Blade for the Slark complete as well. And let's see what they can find. They have Axe TPing in. DJ does spot him out. He's looking into the trees for someone. And they did force Envy to TP out bottom. He has a Sacred Relic now, so this would be a big kill. FNG somehow snuck in already. And oh, FNG, he's so good at working on the fog. Envy didn't see him come in, but the Haunt comes out. Envy with the Haunt juke. He's actually just going to straight up get away, and the rest of his team is coming. Epicenter being channeled, but it's only going to hit onto Axe, and he's really tanky. He still has the hood to use, and he doesn't even care. The Axe just tanked out when the Glimmer Cape come out. Storm, ooh, gets stunned with the Warlock Golem once again. Combo breaking. And the silence also on the Lina. She does not Yules, it was on cooldown. Now Abed is just coming in, he gets imprisoned, this is just gonna buy time, but he's gonna kill Slark as well. Finally the call comes out onto Abed, but it's too late, they've already lost 2 of their cores. And now DK Fobo is gonna go down as well. And Envy with the hot juke. This is carrying that play for his team. And they knew they were going for Envy. Envy knew that, you know, at some point they're gonna go for him. He was ready for that one, and his team was ready as well. They were all there once again. The Warlock Golem breaking up the combo of Team Spirit, and they couldn't kill someone. Once again, DJ also got a really good epicenter, and this Chen is just feeling useless at this point. He's pretty much a Chen Senback. That's about it. He's a Senback, he's a Glimmer Cape, and he's a Medallion, and he's Penitence. Because his creeps are not doing anything in these fights. They're just dying to the AoE of Fnatic.
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
Now G, he's fallen off heavy in terms of his farm. He was once at the top of the net worth. And now that spot is going to be held firmly by Abed, followed by Universe actually, and the Radiant Spectre is 3rd, but don't expect him to be 3rd forever. Eventually Envy is going to move his way to the top net worth, and they're just holding out the game. All the lanes are pushed. Team Spirit has to waste time pushing the lanes out before they can look to make a play, and in the meantime Fnatic can just farm up, wait for lanes to come in, and Spectre is a hero that, you know, you can push in the lanes all you want. You can put lane pressure, she doesn't care. She's just happy to farm all day, every day. And just wait for her ultimate, look for fights. And her ultimate is up in about 10 seconds. Fnatic holding a firm position here on the top side of the map. The Universe pushing in the lane. You're gonna give away this bottom lane to Spirit, but Spirit's playing very aggressive. Even though Haunt is up soon. He is up right now. But they're not going to back off. They're taking control of Fnatic's jungle with all these wards. That Universe is pushing top. Eventually someone will have to go back to defend here. Eventually. And actually it's going to be Axe TPing into the shrine over here. He just saw a hero moving by with his ward. But they already left. Now they're looking towards Roshan. They have a catapult scouting it out, and they see an opportunity. Axe TP to this bottom shrine. Can he get here in time? They don't Rosh incredibly fast. They just have a Spectre and a Storm. But again, as I mentioned, someone has to defend top, and now G that shows up here. You're gonna see that Roshan is being done with the scan, but it's too late. Rosh is gonna go to Fnatic. And Envy is going to get an Aegis, or Abed. Probably Abed at this point, yeah. Abed. He's going straight into a Hex for more control. And once he gets that Hex, he pretty much can just solo kill Slark. If he, I mean, I think he already solo kill Slark. Oh, maybe not, because his BKB is being completed soon, but this game, definitely Fnatic favorite at this point with the 7k net worth advantage. They have the late game as well. And I think it just went down to the Storm pick. They got one nice pick off onto him, but it just wasn't enough. And this is how Chen feels in this patch. But, oh, look, Envy getting caught out. Illidan sneaks in as well. Envy does have Haunt. He's going to Haunt to F and G. And Illidan just has to use his ultimate. Once again, using Haunt for survivability. And meanwhile, Storm jumps onto Lina, gets a kill there onto G. The call wasn't enough. That was a DD Rune Storm Spirit. They dropped the rock onto 2 heroes, and they're gonna lose the Shadow Demon, who buys back immediately. But their base is fallen. They created an illusion of Axe. But the Slark goes in onto the Warlock, but he's a bit too tanky at this point. Instead, they're just gonna defend. They did have to use their Haunt there. They used some cooldowns, but again, they don't care. They got a Spectre. This is no sweat to them. And Fnatic, unless they do some obscene throws, this game is pretty much in the bag for them. So I do not see how Spirit take this. Storm is a good matchup against Slark. They don't have anything to kill Storm. Until someone gets like a Hex or something. And he has an Aegis and an Hex soon, in like the next 5 minutes. I feel like once the Hex just comes out, it's gonna be all over. This Illidan just doesn't do enough on the Slark. He had a bad lane against the Darkseer and the Sand King. And at this rate, Fnatic are just gonna farm this one out and get to the late game on the Spectre. And they don't have the best pushing, but they have pretty much unstoppable team fight with the Warlock, Sand King, Spectre, Darkseer. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, if they get like an ideal combo, I mean, they'll just wipe the floor with Team Spirit. Vacuum, Warlock ult, Sand King stun, Fatal Bonds on everyone, Epicenter, Storm Spirit. They desperately need these BKBs. Illidan has his already. Lina is building towards her, but she's still quite a whiles away. And already Fnatic is hunting. And Slark sees him coming. So he's backing off the Shadow Blade. Doesn't feel comfortable with all of Fnatic missing like this. And Abed also has a regen bottled up. Bottled regen, Aegis. And Abed super happy about how this game's going so far. And they're just farming everything. Again, they don't have tower sieging potential. They can win a team fight anytime they want, but they do need to kill Team Spirit first and the game. So there's a possibility that Team Spirit, I've seen bigger throws by Fnatic. And by bigger throws, it was against Na'Vi, I believe. Was it Fnatic? I think it was Fnatic, right? It was that Divine Rapier Lina game? Or was that... I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was Fnatic. They had buyback on everyone. They got team wiped to get mega creeps, and they had buyback, but they didn't use it, and then they got thrown because they bought back too late. And as I said, like, Team Spirit can still win the game in that way, and it is Fnatic. So, this is not looking good. As the fight breaks out, the Shadow Demon is already dead. He doesn't have buyback. Slark can't even finish off DJ. He's gonna... Oh, no, he gets the blink away. Oh, Slark's in trouble. But Storm, they don't have the detection. They missed the dust onto him, but Storm jumps forward. Oh, do they have a gem or something? How did they see him? He's gonna get caught out. And... 2 dead. 10k net worth advantage now. But again, they can't push very well, even after that. They still have the Warlock Golem though, so they can kill them again. They have the Warlock Golem and they have the Wall of Replica. The Aegis will expire onto Abed. And Team Spirit know that some ultimates are in cooldown. At least one ultimate's on a cooldown, and maybe that's enough as they see the Spectre. Not with her team. They scan out. And Fnatic definitely not expected them to fight without the Slark. But the thing is, he is spawning soon. DK Phobos had an opportunity to call there, but it's not going to commit. Now, instead, they're going to go for the Spectre. They know she can't get away with the Haunt this time around. And uh-oh, Envy, he's going to go down here. Imprisonment, but now they don't have a stun. Doesn't matter though. Oh no, the Hex reveal on Abed. It's gonna be a solo kill onto Illidan. That's the classic Slark versus Storm matchup, and you'll see that happen time and time again. The bottom tower goes down to DJ. We have an Illusion Rune picked up by DK Phobos. It's pretty sick rune for Axe. Let's see how he can use it to cut waves. And they did trade Slark for a Spectre, but it's not necessarily worth it. DK Phobos does have his Blade Mail now, so maybe if they Blade Mail call Abed, I mean even then, he's building a BKB next, and once he gets that, he really won't die. He's gonna zip, he's gonna zap, it clears the wave. Just like that. We have Chen. I mean, at this point, like, Biver, he didn't do the best in terms of laning bottom, and I already called that. Spectre and Warlock is actually deceptively hard to dual lane aggro against. But oh my god, simultaneous initiation onto G as well as Biver, and they just get removed from the game there. But that was Spectre Hunt used once again, along with the Epicenter. They still have the Rock, however, and they're just gonna have these double catapults take the bottom tower out, and that's how they siege. You know, their cores do not siege that well. Double catapults will do a lot of damage to these towers. Speaking of catapults, Team Spirit has 2 catapults of their own. That's going to be useful when they can ever push. So far, they haven't been in that position at all, really. And Envy is just going to frontline. He's level 20 with the 500 health. And whoa, Illidan gets spotted out by Abed. And uh-oh, he's dead. There's the Hex. There's the Silence, but he got the Dark Pack in time. Gets rid of the Silence. Doesn't get rid of the Hex. Doesn't matter. Abed gets the kill there. Godlike streak for him there. And they want to kill the catapults. The DD runes spawning bottom as well. And I don't know about this one. I mean, Navi might have been... Oh my god. DK Phobos gets outplayed there. Instant Yules. Cannot get the call off. He gets dusted as well. The Glimmer gonna keep him alive. The send back on the Chen. F and G will go down, however. Oh, maybe not. Oh my god. The stun from G, however. Oh my god. Vacuum. 3-man stun. That's what I was talking about. The Wombo combo on the side of Fnatic. The buybacks are coming out, and they're still fighting somehow. They lose the Storm. That looked like a team wipe, but somehow they survived. The pipe and the axe, I believe, kept them alive, as the Storm wasn't there to follow up. Inspector doesn't want to dive that deep. Now Pilot Eye is going to get focused down. There's a shrine for DK Phobos. Envy isolating him is going to do a lot of damage with the Desolate, but TBs are coming in. G wants to pick off these kills. You see Spectre, that's a high value target. The Slark can follow up, gets the pounce, and the stun comes out. They do not have the Laguna Blade, doesn't matter. They're going to get Envy, and somehow they hold their high ground. They lose their tier 3, but they wipe. Well, not necessarily wipe Fnatic, but they get 2 cores. That's good enough. They did have to use a buyback there. Or they didn't. No one bought back? Are you serious? I thought someone bought back there for sure, but no, that was just them backing off and healing. Yeah, there was send back onto Axe. And then G's just somehow survived that. BKB. And that's insane. Abed just got stunned. And that's what I was talking about. The focus damage on the side of Spirit. Like, if they get on you, they can kill anyone. Anyone. Well, until he gets BKB. And that, he's really unkillable. But it's just one stun, and suddenly Abed is dead. And how much gold did he feed away? 1,000 gold to G. And maybe the dream is alive. G does have his BKB now, building for a Daedalus. He just wants to do as much damage as possible. Just be a full-on glass cannon. You have the Axe to tank, you have the Slark to scout. You don't need to tank up, you don't need to do anything. You got the BKB. Just gotta hope that your team makes the space so they can dish out the damage. And also, Lena's pretty good against Spectre. Because not only they can break the Spectre, Lena hits from so far away, she's not even going to get affected by the Radiance. Speaking of Spectre though, Haunt coming in. There's a Hex onto the Slark, he gets the BKB off, and he manages to survive for now. He still has long duration BKB, and they get the stun! Oh my god, Abed goes down again! Axe is stuck on the cliff, someone needs to force him down, something. He needs to go in, or he can just blink, of course. But they had the force there, they might have been able to catch someone, but they catch Envy! In prison. Oh, the vacuum combo though. The Warlock drop, but it doesn't matter. They're shredding through Envy. They do lose their Slark. FNG is still alive. The Epicenter onto Chen. Abed actually bought back. He wants to fight this, but now he doesn't have buyback. They will get the Axe though. That's a big pick off. Without the Axe, Lena can't frontline. She's just gonna get hexed. And they're gonna go for Roshan. They knew that they want to buy back there so they can get this Aegis. They don't want to give it away to Team Spirit. So they buy back, they get the pickoffs, and they're going to get the Aegis, but again, they're not going to build high ground. However, this Aegis means that Abed does not have to be that worried about diebacking, but that buyback also means that he's further and further away from his BKB. And so we'll see how this plays out. And once again, that was a sick combo from Team Spirit, but FNG steals the Arcane Rune. Abed, not going to go in for that. Doesn't know who else is around. By who else? I mean, Lena. I mean, once again, it looked like such a good fight for Fnatic, but Storm just gets caught out. They knew that he's the most important target to lock down. And they're just kind of baiting him in. They catch him out with one stun. One stun is all they need, and then he just straight up dies. G has been playing this extremely well. Illidan, level 20 with the Silver Edge now, and I feel like Envy, he's a haunt right now. That's pretty much it. He literally can't take these fights. It's a bit problematic because if Abed keeps dying like this, you know, Envy cannot clean the fight up. He's really relying on everyone else because even though Spectre is tanky, like normally when you look at a Spectre, she can easily clean up fights because she's just so tanky, people can't kill her. And she's just gonna run through, burn everyone down with radiance, you know, do desolate damage, dispersion damage. But Spirit, like, if it's Spectre and maybe like some other heroes, like Spectre Warlock, they actually can kill her. And if you look at other lineups, like normally you play against Spectre Warlock and like those two heroes can just kill your team with the Fatal Bonds as well as Shadowbird. And dispersion, but because Lena like attacks from so long range, right? As I said, it's not gonna get affected by the dispersion, and she can just lock the Spectre down and kill her. And she is super farm now, has a Daedalus very soon. Probably gonna hold on to buyback. They know that Fnatic do have the Aegis and Cheese, so they can't really fight. Just gonna hold this one out. They have the Crimson Guard as well as the pipe now, so a lot of damage mitigation on the Axe. So double BKB on their two cores. Axe is working towards one of his own. This is not quite have the gold for it quite yet. Illidan building into a Scotty as his next item, and he doesn't save for buyback. He just doesn't care. He did this yesterday as well, but in that game they were 12k ahead. And they're also mega creeps ahead. And right now, he just wants buying out. He wants to be as tanky as possible. He wants to be that frontliner. Because if he is dead, then Lena just dies. Like Axe and Slark's job is crucial. They need to be the bullies in the fight. Lena is the damage dealer, and they're the bullies. And there you go. They get the jump there onto FNG. The backline is compromised, but FNG survives with the Glimmer Cape. He's still alive. The Warlock Golem gets dropped, but it's just on the Axe. And this is a bit of a whiffed initiation. However, no, DJ says no to that. He gets a 3-man epicenter, 2-man stun, and GG's just gonna get called immediately. They know this one's over. The Lena bought out. The Slark bought out. The next level play, DJ saving that team fight. They whiffed the Warlock Golem. They whiffed the Haunt initiation, but they have the epicenter. And the team fight from Fnatic was just too much for Team Spirit to handle, and they're going to take it. Game 1 goes to them, and one more game, and they're safe from elimination, I believe. I still don't know how the format works. I think that's how it works. Either way, we're going to chill for a little bit, and we'll head into their next game. We're gonna chill, watch this real quick. It's just I mean, DJ the carry. I gotta say, DJ was pretty solid in that game. There, he got a really good fast blink dagger timing, and he made the plays. And that's a classic combo. It was back in, I don't know how many patches ago, it was Slaughdar and Sand King. Slaughdar, Sand King, and then Darkseer. It was either Slaughdar or Sand King. You can interchange them. You put them in the lane with a Darkseer, and they just dominate. You saw there. Vacuum stun combo. We're loading in. Enjoy my Lich loading screen.
And Radiant's ban. Radiant's ban.
Who won? The heck? Who won Fnatic versus Optic? Or not Optic. Optic versus OG versus Virtus Pro. Optic versus Virtus Pro. I call them OG. Another OG. It's Optic. Is this game 1? Hello? I gotta check. I'm checking. It is the best of one. What is going on? What is this format? Why are they playing best of one still? Excuse me? What is this? ESL Birmingham? They're playing round robin best of ones. Interesting. Interesting. So it's Optic versus, or OG already played VP. VP won, unsurprisingly. Now Optic is playing VP, and then Optic is playing OG next. And so they do round robin best of ones for a first place decider, because there's 3 groups. So they have to do this. What? So if Virtus Pro wins this, they're guaranteed first place, right? But if Optic win this, and then OG win against Optic, then it's a 3-way tie. What is this format? Like, how does this work? Well, to be simple, if VP wins this, it will be very simple. But if they don't win this and then something else happens, I don't even know. This is an insane format. The Fnatic game we are casting is a best of 3, and that's why I chose to cast it. And we're just waiting for the next game to start, so we're just gonna chill in the lobby as we watch. Three first place teams play an additional best of 1 series against each other to determine which 2 teams advance to the semifinals and which team joins the 3 runner-ups in the quarterfinals. If they tie in the first round, an additional round is played. If the tie persists, time rating. But why? Yeah, that's what I thought. So hold on a second. I try to figure this out. So the winner goes to the semifinals, and just straight to the semifinals. That doesn't. Whatever. I'm over it. I'm over ESL. Just gonna watch the games. Anyway,
10 seconds to go.
you had a Chen Death
5
Prophet.
seconds.
The CIS Chen.
Radiant's pick.
And they secured a Death Prophet early, so it won't get banned out in the second phase. Just waiting for the Fnatic game. I don't know when it's about to start. 0 out of 10. I think we'll be in this game for a bit, so I'll watch the draft.
5 seconds.
What is that noise? Wait, so what does the main event for bracket look like? Wikipedia. Let's go to Wikipedia to check it out. This is the second to last major, by the way. Got one more and EG's eliminated already. A direct invite. Let's see. So the way that it works is there's quarterfinal round and semifinals round and then final round, and it's all single elim. And there's also a third place match again, because that's the thing. I don't know about this. I was never a fan of ESL format. Aoi is the new coach of Fnatic. He's actually at this tournament. And where's our game? Nine out of 10 lobby. Alright. I guess we're just gonna look up these drafts real
10
quick.
seconds to go.
I get the Rubik Chen.
5 seconds.
Again, when you're playing a Chen, you want a setup hero like a Rubik. That game they had Shadow Demon, but Shadow Demon is picked by Optic, and it is gonna be an offlane Sand King. Shadow Demon Bounty Hunter.
Radiant's ban.
Slark for Virtus Pro. And Optic don't have the best answers to Slark. They have the burst of the Lina, that's about it. It's shown their whole draft, and it's an okay Slark game. That's usually what you want with a Chen. You want your
10 seconds to go.
core matchups to be good. 'Cause it doesn't matter
5
how
seconds.
well Chen does in terms of ganking, taking towers, if you can't end the game with because your core just doesn't match up against theirs. Like, they can get all the space and farm in the world, but at some point Chen stops being able to kill people, and at that point you gotta have your core, step up, actually carry the game. But I mean, they look pretty solid. I think that Optic can take a game off of Virtus Pro and not knock them out, but not secure their spot. Now, wait, if Optic, beat Virtus Pro here, and then they also beat OG, which they're playing next, then they'll advance. It's pretty sick.
Dyer's ban.
Last ban for Optic gonna be an Axe. I don't know what their carry is gonna be. Luna doesn't look Oh, okay, Luna's already banned.
10 seconds to go.
I say Morphling, but Morphling
5
is not
seconds.
available either. A lot of heroes,
Dyer's pick.
carry heroes are banned. They're just gonna ban the Void, safe ban there. It's really good against Lark. Synergize is okay with Lena as well. I don't, I don't know about Terrorblade here. He's not as, I feel like Terrorblade's weak.
Radiant's pick. What's it way?
Oh, Pangolier last pick from Virtus Pro. I hate Pangolier Chen. I actually want to watch this game now. So I feel like that lane is just bad. No, they do have Rubik. Because, like, when you're playing Chen, you want a hero that has,
10
like,
seconds to go.
some setup for you. Or, some, not,
5 seconds.
like, you don't want someone that just does damage. Or you want,
Who's it gonna be?
well, actually, Pangolier isn't that bad. It's just usually, when I play pubs, the Pangolier in my lane is usually, they do some questionable stuff. But if the Pangolier knows what he's doing, like, you just tell him to man up, and, you don't miss your swashbuckle, and you can do a lot of harass. However, it's against a Bloodseeker, and that's it. Whew. That's an unconventional, that's a pub counter to Slark, right? It's a hero we do not see. But, again, with the Pangolier off lane, I feel like that can be abused. So, Bloodseeker just destroys Pango. He just outlanes him. And I don't know if Chen can do enough. I'm actually gonna favor Optic here. Because Shadow Demon Bloodseeker, that's actually not a bad lane. And the Rubik has to go with the Slark. They can't let Slark solo Sand King bounty. Or just Sand King with potentially bounty roaming. Oh, alright, I'm gonna watch this game, at least for the laning stage. And the Fnatic game isn't even up yet. It is up, but they're still drafting. I'm actually gonna watch the laning stage, just like the first 5 minutes. Alright, oh my god, the spam. I'm gonna watch just like the first 5 minutes of this game. See what happens. Oh, unless they aggro. Okay, I'm not gonna watch it. They're just aggroing. Yeah, there's no way that Pangolier goes against Bloodseeker. Because that hero is so bad against Bloodseeker. Like, and he doesn't do anything with Chen. This makes a lot more sense. Yeah, I don't even have to watch it anymore. They're just gonna try lane. So I'm gonna watch. Yeah, that makes sense now. Well, I don't know if they planned that from the start, but they saw the Bloodseeker and they know they had to do that, so. We're gonna load into the Fnatic game. It's gonna be Fnatic game 2. Hope you guys are ready. BP Optic game, please. I still want to watch Fnatic. I think that they just outdrafted them. They super outdrafted them in that game. That Storm last pick was incredible. Pangolier though, it's pretty cool. But I want to finish the best of 3, so for YouTube's sake. So my VOD at least is correct. Yeah, anyway. I'm sure people will like Envy here. What heroes you'd like to have in the Treasure 2? I would like to have... who doesn't have Immortal? Bane Immortal, please. What the heck? First of all, how do you look at the items? He does have an immortal. Never mind. I already got my Spirit Breaker immortal. Oh, a Skywrath immortal. He didn't have one, right? It's like that really cool staff, but it isn't an immortal. I think it's just a rare item. Where is it? Why can't I find it? This thing. It is immortal. Okay. Well, here it doesn't have one. Rubik. Rubik has one, right? It's like that staff thingy. Yep. Crystal Maiden has one. I think he has multiple. Chantress has one. Ogre. I want a cool hero. You're Abaddon. He has one, but this one's shitty. Look at it. I want to see like a cool horse or some shit. Yeah, alright. We're sidetracked now. What is happening in the bands? This is going to be game 2, guys. Fnatic versus Team Spirit. This is ESL 1 Birmingham 2018. Team Spirit start off with the axe again. Didn't work game 1, but they don't care. So they banned the Warlock this time around. The Warlock was super annoying for them, especially against an axe, because they would just get Fatal Bonds to the axe and they just all take so much damage, if not just die. And they get DJ Sand King again. Looking at the bans here.
10 seconds to go.
Nothing too crazy.
5
Interesting Nyx ban. Did they ban that out last game as well? I wasn't paying attention because we hopped in a little bit late. But I was about to say, if they're banning Nyx, they're definitely going to pick like some heavy int hero. And I was about to say Leshrac, but it's also banned by Fnatic. So I was either saying they're planning on picking Lina again, but it's going to be the Skywrath Axe combo. They take out Universe's Darkseer this time around, not giving them the Sand King Darkseer, and I feel like they might be able to adjust here, because again, they weren't quite sure. I don't think, does Team Spirit have a coach? Do they have an analyst? Did they check Fnatic's previous drafts? Because they have some information, right? But they weren't quite sure. Like, they definitely didn't see the Darkseer coming for sure, because no one picks Darkseer, but it was pretty good pick there for Fnatic. It really allowed the Sand King to shine, because I mean, they're able to pressure the lane super hard, and after that point, DJ had a lot of space to get his Blink Dagger.
5 seconds.
Had a very good timing. But they're gonna hold off on the Chen. The Chen's just not working. Ban the Kunkka once again. It's Abed Kunkka taken out. Fnatic do ban Team Spirit's Luna. They used to beat EG yesterday. Now the thing is, are they gonna go Shadow Demon again?
To go.
Shadow Demon, not a bad pick in this game. But also Disruptor, an okay pick as well. Gives them reach. Silence is huge. Fnatic gonna take out the Death Prophet again. Because that is what Team Spirit is good at. That nighttime rotation, and Death Prophet is definitely here that can capitalize on that. They have a lot of options. And Death Prophet would be a great pick as well with the Nyx ban. And Fnatic take the Dragonite. I mentioned they might pick it in the last game, but it's not very good against Slark. And this opens up a potential Slark pick for Team Spirit. But again, he'll have to be laning against a Sand King dual lane of some sort. and probably Beastmaster Sand King at this point, right?
10 seconds to go.
Definitely see Fnatic picking Beast.
5 seconds.
Notice I didn't pick the Spectre again because I don't get the Warlock. You pretty much need Warlock to make Spectre work. I mean, it's just so good in terms of, you know, Fatal Bond synergizing with Haunt Radiance and just being, you know, sustained in the laning stage is so crucial that when the Warlock was banned out, now I'm going to attempt for the Spectre. Instead, they're just going to pick up the Bane Sand King, secure those two supports. And I talked about the Chen being passed up. I didn't believe in the Chen. I didn't believe in the Chen. But they still do, apparently. And they don't see Fnatic's core lineup now. And in theory, like, Fnatic can just pick against this.
10 seconds to go.
But what?
5 seconds.
What core for Envy? Morphling's not banned? It's an okay... It's not actually a pretty awful Morph game. They don't really want to... Gyro is a possibility. I think Gyro Bane is pretty solid. Even though Envy's Gyro is not doing too hot against Virtus Pro. So maybe not the Gyrocopter. I mean, they can just put Envy on something like a... This is a hard pick, actually. They're going to use some reserve time. I mean, obviously, they're probably going to... They're considering just picking Universe's hero here, right? But again, they don't know what Team Spirit is going to pick in terms of carry at this point. And they're just going to try to go to Doom. It's a pretty solid pick, and as I mentioned, they're probably going to go for Slark again, as they already picked a DK on the side of Fnatic, and they're going to have the advantage here. Because now they have Slark into two heroes that he's pretty good against. Of course, if he gets Doom, that's always a problem, but additionally, they have Chen, so always can send back.
10 seconds.
And so I wasn't just saying Doom right away, because again, Chen is okay against Doom. Doom is good against Chen in the fact that he eats creeps like early on. It's super annoying. And he has to go in the jungle get another one. Waste a lot of time. But then if he decides to go to Doom's lane at all. Now it is a Sand King Doom lane, which is a pretty deadly lane, but they have the potential to contest, or at least secure control the lane with the Slark Skywrath. They can just have the Skywrath spam out and do as much as he can to make sure the Slark can get CS that he will get. But eventually, it just goes down to the rotations and, you know, the space that they make for Slark. Like, Slark's not going to have a good game, at least for the laning stage. But, you know, as long as he can
10 seconds
split off, do his thing, and they make space for him, and rotates out of his lane, gets some farm in the jungle, or just controlling the enemy off lane, and they complete... Like, again, like if the Chen and Act completely destroy the off lane, the Slark just has the option of rotating over to the enemy's safe lane, and then just farming there, cutting like creep waves, farming, you know, the small camp as well as the big camp, and they can just warp for him. And you know, Fnatic doesn't want to rotate all the way there to force Slark to leave, so he'll have space to get his Shadow Blade, and then from there he can start, you know, looking to scout for kills and hunt. Team Spirit actually banned Shadow Fiend here, which is interesting. I don't see that hero picked up too often anymore, but again, pretty good against Dragon Knight. Team Spirit taking a while to think of his last ban here, and I don't know what necessarily they can pick here. Their ban. I was thinking of Envy heroes, like as I said, it could be Gyrocopter, but it's not the best Gyro game. It's pretty poor gyro game. As I mentioned, morphling's an option. But again, it's not a good morphling game either. I feel like a lot of the carries will not have a good time here. Are they not gonna ban anything? Just gonna let it go? What is going on?
Dyer's pick.
PL.
Radiant's pick.
They figured it out. Yeah, I forgot about PL too. How did I forget about PL? Yeah, that would have been the perfect pick for Fnatic. And they picked Pugna. Immediately. Immediately they knew they were going to pick the Pugna. It's going to be Pugna mid
10 seconds to go.
against a Dragonite. Pretty solid matchup there for Team
5
Spirit.
seconds.
And yeah, that would have been a disaster without the PL through. I forgot about that arrow. I even called for it earlier today in my pub, but it's been way too long. Because I couldn't sleep. It is a perfect PL game against Lark, Chen, Skyrath.
Who's a gun?
Instead, it's going to be a Viper. Viper carry for Envy. Pretty good hero against Axe. Can break his spin later on in the game. It's probably not going to level the Nether Toxin early, but you know, later in the game, that's going to be big. But I don't know. I don't know about the Viper, honestly. Because now Slark has a free game. Slark beats all of these heroes. They just better hope that they shut him down enough and then just doom him in fights. And hope he doesn't get sent back. I don't know about the Viper here. So yeah, I don't know about this Doom pick. Like, PL, this is an amazing PL game. But the thing is, they didn't know Team Spirit's last pick, right? And they had the last pick, so they want to wait for it. They don't want to pick PL 4th, and then, you know, Timbersaw gets picked here or something like that. And then, you know, he'll destroy Doom, or he'll destroy the DK and the PL. So, you know, they had to wait. And unfortunately, it got banned out. So, again, I didn't know what Envy was going to play. And they come up with this Viper. And we'll see how that works out. You know, in theory, it's an okay pick. It's hard to contest with the Chen if Envy gets a really good lane. But if they shut him down, like Viper is a hero that if he does okay, right, he gets progressively harder and harder to kill. But also, if you kill him, he gets easier and easier to kill because he's just super slow. Has no escape. Doesn't do anything. And his only option when he gets gone on is to man up, or that's it. He's man up or die. He's too tanky to kill or die. That's 2 options. There's no just getting away. Now they're gonna actually swap up the positions here. They have FNG playing the Chen, who went for the Aura Venom instead of the Blightstone this time around. So they don't have that much disables actually on the side of Team Spirit. So FNG is like, yo, I'll show you how to play Chen, boy. And he's gonna send Biver to the safe lane, playing the Skyrath support. We got Illidan on the Slark again. G playing the Pugna. And we have DK Phobos on Axe, who did level the Battle Hunger this time around. It's gonna take some harass here from Envy, and they're actually gonna switch it around here as well and send DJ to support Envy, and Paladai on the Bane to support Universe. So both teams swapping up their supports. And this lane should go well for G, and if he gets super far ahead in his lane gets impossible for DK, because he has a lot of armor and HP regen, but Pugna has a lot of burst. And it's going to be a rough lane for Illidan. He's actually going to get enfeebled pretty much gonna make this lane super shit for him. It's gonna suck. Bottom lane is going well here. Once again, the camp is blocked. It's gonna be blocked manually this time around, as you do have the D ward here, but the body blocks too much. So now FNG will have to walk back. DJ misses the stun actually. You get the little. What is this 666? What is that? I know it's a Chinese meme, but yeah, this lane's rough. There's already a pull coming out from the Skywrath, and this Enfeeble is just owning Illidan. He gets popped in the face with a Flame Sword. He's gonna have a South. I cancels it though. You can see why they put the Bane up here rather than the Sand King. Sand King, you know, is annoying, but he requires a lot of levels to be good against Slark. At least level 2. Bane can, you know, start being cancerous at level 1 with just Enfeeble, and at level 2, you know, he'll Brain Sap as well. And you can just trade so efficiently. Envy almost goes down. The troll creep gank. The penance comes out net again in 5 seconds, and as I said, if you get gone on as a Viper, there's only 2 options. You die or you man up and get a kill. And you don't die. Oh, whoa. Missed the kill. Scratching my back. And Illidan just dies top. So it's gonna be 1 for 1 for now. Or 1 for 2. His pilot I also died. Slightly favoring Team Spirit. You know, Stark's already having a crap lane, and he's almost happy that he dies, gets back to full HP. And they're gonna pounce, try to get another kill here on the pilot eye. And it's not gonna be enough. And oh, Illidan is just super low. And pilot eye just salves up. Meanwhile, again, this camp was dewarded, so FNG is actually able to utilize this camp and gets a pretty nice creep. I'm just gonna give them HP regen. He also has a DD rune. And DK Phobo is putting 2 points in the battle hunger actually. So you notice that the counter Helix not that good against Viper as he's ranged. He's just gonna keep, shock. Oh, they're gonna go for Envy instead. DJ, they're like, we don't care. You go Invis all you want. I'm going for Envy, and as I said, this is not a Viper game. So I look at this game, and I see what dual offlane there is, and I see what the enemy carry is, a Slark. I would not think Viper. Because Viper, if he's against Axe alone, or if he's against Axe Sky, it's okay, but it's Axe Chen. Even Axe Sky is not that good. Either way, Illidan is getting owned, but Envy is getting owned harder, but he has more denies. But I mean, it's almost impossible. What the heck's my camera doing? It's crazy cam. I mean, it's pretty much impossible to deny with Enfeeble on you constantly, but they're actually gonna lane swap. Can Envy even lane against Pugna though? He's 2 levels behind, 3 levels behind almost. Well, DK is not gonna die at least. FNG, is he just gonna kill Envy again? He's standing under a ward right now. He's actually gonna TP top. They want to kill Pilot Eye. Oh, fortunately his creeps are not gonna get here in time. The penitents. They have mana for that. GG. That's a shitty rotation. Not like to flame him, but that's like you feel real bad about that, like you TP and you don't get anything, you use all your mana. It just feels bad. And it's really smart that they do this. They know that they don't want to waste time killing DK. He's pretty much unkillable. So Chen just leaves the lane. He's gonna lane top now, as G, still 2 levels ahead mid, and they're looking to set up on Envy. Pilot is here to protect them though. Envy cannot mid alone. Pilot is actually just the same level. Oh my god, Envy is dead. And Payadai didn't have the Nightmare. He might have been able to save Envy there with Nightmare, but oh, Chen dying top to DJ. Universe. What is this no micro? Like, did they just not micro their creeps when they're dead? Bibber did this as well. They're looking to go on DJ, but no mana on the creep, doesn't matter. Creep gonna block Universe. Illidan should be able to get out. And they're gonna send Illidan back. Doom comes out, purges the send back. And that feels bad. Gank on the Envy again. Envy's actually just gonna be a useless hero this game. All they need to do is make space for Slark to come back, and they win this game. It's not gonna be that simple, right? But it pretty much involves shoving this lane in, getting the tower, and then Slark plays like here, right here. But for now, it's gonna go top. Actually, gonna go into Universe. Surprised they even attempt for this. They almost get him if they can hit the center stun. Actually, probably not even. He still has magic wand charges. And yeah, as I said, what is the play? It's to push in the bottom and take the tower. Unless Pugna goes down here, and he's gonna play down here. I don't think he's gonna go back mid. I think they're gonna give mid to someone else, like Sky. And never mind, they're gonna go back mid. I don't know about that. I feel like they should just push bottom. Oh, there's no catapult though. Yeah, it's going to be a successful send back this time onto Illidan. But now he's stuck in base. He already used his TP to go back in. You're going to lose the Centaur as well. You know, what is... Okay, Envy is dead again. They're going to take the mid tower first. It's actually okay because the mid tower is so low. Fortify their creep wave. Mitigate some damage to their top tower as well. G is going to finish off the mid tower. Universe is not a good TP. Yeah, it cancels it. FNG finds himself double mud golems. Envy is a support. This is some quality meme right here. Level 4 carry Viper at 8 minutes, so he'll be able to farm mid lane now that the tower is dead. Slark has not come back yet. He's still pretty piss poor for farm, but he's almost level 6. That's his time window. I feel like Spirit should be pushing bottom faster. I guess it's okay. And DK Phobos is still farming here. Again, if they take the bottom tower, then DK Phobos has to find somewhere else to go, and he doesn't have his blink yet. So they rather DK Phobos farm his blink bottom, and then they take the tower, and then Slark goes bottom. And speaking of DK Phobos, he gets a chop there onto Paladai, he gets caught out. There's going to be a top push mounted by Fnatic. You have the Doom on Universe, and he very smartly picks the Purge creep. So if the sandback comes out from Chen, he can purge it. And they're looking to fight at top. I don't know about this. There's only 2 mud golems. They're gonna put the axe and the Pugna up here just to keep their safe lane tower alive. Axe TPs, and he cancels it. So they will probably let the tower go. But now they're in a very weird position. Like, they have nothing to do up here. Like, it's really nice if they forced Fnatic to do this, but now there's TP everyone top. Like, this is odd rotations. Like, Slark is just gonna farm jungle, and they're just gonna sit here with the Pugna and try to nuke the wave. Doom attempted to come out there onto G, but couldn't manage to find it. And meanwhile, Envy is coming back. But arguably, it might be too late, as his matchups are not good in this game. Like, he's not good against any of Team Spirit's heroes. Like, even the Viper, or even the Pugna, his Pugna just does way too much magic damage for him. And the Nether Ward's annoying as well for him. So he relies on poison attack, of course, and it won't do that much damage to him, right? It's not like a Sky Wrath or something on the Pugna ward, but it's still going to be annoying. And also kills his mana regen. The little mana regen that he has already. They're just gonna shove in the top wave with the Pugna. Like, Pugna is, I don't say unkillable, but he's very hard to go on because of how fast he is. And Universe doesn't have a form of initiation yet. And this is the opposite of what I expected. Oh, DJ Phobos attempts for a solo kill here onto Envy. Misses the chop, doesn't matter. That's a blink reveal. And this is where Team Spirit is gonna simultaneously push top and bottom. And now DK Phobos can rotate out of the lane. Now Slark can, well, they want to take this tower first, and then Slark can go down here. They take the top tower just because they can, because they were busy defending the top tower, and they're like, okay, we're really strong here, and they can't kill us, so I might as well take the tower while we're at it. It's not the biggest deal that they get the tower, but now this is where the big tower goes down, the bottom tower. Now Envy TP's in here. He's stranded. Now his team has only one option: is to go down here and help him. Or he just runs away, but that's super inefficient that he TPs to the tower and then has to run away. And in the meantime, Biver and G just delete DJ with the Mystic Flare. There's a ward here. Slark is gonna ping it out. They're gonna move 5 heroes down in the bottom lane for Team Spirit. There's an Arcane Rune on the G as well. You get the D ward, double D ward. And it's gonna be a big push from Team Spirit. They have a 6,000 net worth advantage at this point, and a lot of it is just on the Axe and Pugna that has absolute free farm. There's Slark, who had a rough early game. He's starting to come back. He can farm the jungle. I mean, he has a lot of space given to him by his team to do what he wants. Top tower will go down, pushed by Universe, who is actually the fattest hero. Most farmed hero on the side of Fnatic, as expected, as he had a free lane. He's gonna buy a Crimson Guard, but that doesn't do anything against Pugna. And in the meantime, they get the Blink gank here onto Paladai, not the biggest deal. Actually, if anything, that bought some time before someone can go top and defend, but they're not pushing very fast at all. Meanwhile, the bottom tier 2 is already gone because of the Pugna, and DK Phobos is just cutting away his mid. Like, Fnatic has only one option, this is to play in this top lane, but they're just not getting farm. Like, Envy can't show up to any lane, he can't jungle. This is a super sad game for him, and he has now lower net worth than the enemy Skywrath mage, who has a Kaya almost. Support Skywrath mage, by the way. We got bottom net worth NV. It's not looking good. In addition, like, this is all right. Just clear things out, right? Like, Viper's already not good from behind. Viper is not good from behind. So regardless of what he's playing against, if he just gets snowballed and dies in lane, he's just a bad hero. That's just a fact. But in addition, it's not even a good Viper game. So I don't know what's going on. Because Slark, really good against Viper, as I already mentioned. Pugna, pretty good as well. But again, they didn't have... Well, they did have the choice, because they did see the Pugna pick. They had the last pick. This is a last pick Viper. Like, when your last pick hero is the hero that is 0 and 6 and about to die, net, stun, pounce, dead. Slark uses the ulti just to guarantee a kill. DJ gets a stun out to FNG, TP's out. Universe does not come there in time with the Infernal Blade. He didn't want to use Doom for that. He saves one of his creeps as well. Meanwhile, top DK Phobos pushing in, and Team Spirit is just completely splitting the map apart, and that's because Fnatic is effectively playing 4v5. maybe 4v6. Maybe Envy is playing for the enemy team because he's not doing too hot. I think Envy's impact in this game actually has contributed more to helping team spirit. As sad as that may sound, more than helping his own team. It's just quite... I mean, it's quite sad if you look at it. So again, he has 0 kills, 0 assists. He just has 7 deaths. And at that point, can you really say that he's contributed anything to his team? And when will he contribute? That's the thing. He's building the drums just cause it's the cheapest item he can buy. And they are giving him like room to farm. He's trying real hard to come back in the game. But it just means that the rest of Fnatic have to do this. They're just smoked and just waiting around. While Team Spirit, like, they're pushing out waves, they're farming. Fnatic is restricted to 1 lane. Team Spirit can farm pretty much 3 lanes if they really wanted to. And G almost has an Aghanims, and it's going to give him 0 cooldown on his ultimate. And he can suck. On the right side, DJ is going to finish his Blink Dagger shortly. It's a fairly early Blink Dagger timing. G going to start a slow siege in the bottom lane, drop the Nether Ward. And someone's going to go defend this. Meanwhile, though, like when you see at 17 minutes in the game, Slark is hitting a tier 2, that's when you know you have a problem. Or the Slark's about to throw. It's either or when that happens. I don't know about the throwing this game, because other than getting doomed, this is like an ideal Slark game. And they even have an answer to Doom with the send back. As long as the universe doesn't purge it. And they will already finish the bottom tier tower. They have the blink onto Axe, of course, and he gets the call there onto the Dragon Knight, and he's gonna go down. He drops the Crimson Guard on the Doom before going down, but doesn't matter. Nice Fiend's Grip on the Axe, gonna burn a decent chunk of his mana as well, which means that they might be able to fight, as they won't have mana for call. But Dragon Knight taking a lot of magic damage. This is just getting spammed out. The Slark did go down though. That was a big thing. It cost the buyback, and they're just gonna go try to retreat. But no, they're looking to go back in onto DJ, but he manages to dodge the concussive shot, the Blink Dagger. We're gonna send Axe back, and they're gonna make a full retreat. Envy actually TPing in. He's looking for the Skywrath. Mage Skywrath is in trouble, and he will go down. He did have a TP, but it's not going to be able to TP with the Blink DK laying around. And I don't know about this game. We have a suck onto Envy. I couldn't even move the camera there in time. I heard it. As I'm reaching for a drink of water. I'm feeling quite parched. You gotta drink a lot of water when you're casting. Your mouth dries out pretty fast and you're talking constantly. Well, this is a huge smoke wraparound for Fnatic. They're looking for a kill. They want someone to die. And who's the ideal target? You have the Doom on Universe. He's gonna use it on the Pugna of all targets, but the sendback comes and he doesn't have the Purge Creep anymore, so the sendback is just gonna save Pugna. DK Phobos gets the chop, godlike streak for him. Slark finishes up. I mean, there's a what Envy buyback from the Bane, but for what? They're just gonna call it GG. Is he gonna dominate catapult? Pilot Eye spinning in circles. He doesn't have boots. He has 900 net worth. He's TPing out. He's like, alright, pick bounty runes. I'll get boots. Finally. Get the bounty rune. Get the bounty rune. I'll have boots. Oh, that's bottom Rex. I'm surprised they're not giving up. Uh-oh. Oh, nice sleep onto FNG. They're already sieging mid. They got triple catapults.
No breaking through the dire structures.
Triple catapults and a Pugna. This is pretty absurd. There's no more Doom. That's not a thing. Uh oh. Oh, Envy. Alright, Envy's dead again. Has he got an assist yet? He has. Oh, nice epicenter onto 2 actually, but Slark just gonna use ultimate. They get the Fiend's Grip onto the Axe, but he's quite tanky. There is send back available if even needed. He might just want to do it so he can regen his mana. Okay, that's the Axe pass or Battle Hunger. GG's finally gonna be called as they're about to lose a second set of racks. And as I said, it was a perfect PL game. I almost forgot about PL. They almost forgot about PL, but they didn't. They banned PL, and Envy had to play Viper carry. Rest in peace. Oh, like Envy has a Deku picture. Rest in peace, Deku. Envy gonna get placed in a dumpster as a 0 and 10 Viper against a 12 and 0 Axe. As I said, I thought they didn't believe in the Chen anymore, but Chen will always work when the enemy picks something like a safe lane Viper. As I said, Viper has no escape. What Chen doesn't like are survivable, escapable heroes, and even though Spectre might not seem like one, Spectre is actually survivable, escapable hero when compared to what Chen can do. But Viper, that's a whole nother story. Viper is just a super slow hero, no mobility, and with just a slow of penitence and axe, he literally cannot do anything. And can the Sand King save him? He can stun once, and that is it. He can stun once and hope that NP gets far away enough. But that just was not the case. And once you die once on the Viper, you're likely to die again, and again, and again. Even if you swap lanes to the mid lane. And unfortunately, we're gonna have a game, or fortunately or unfortunately, we have a game 3. Well, unfortunately for Fnatic, fortunately for Team Spirit, we're gonna have a game 3. And what is this? The universe listens to XXX Temptation. Anyway, there's no games to watch, so we're gonna chill for a little bit. Looking at the lobby. Lobby 0. We have Optic versus OG next. Who won? I'm assuming Virtus Pro won, right? Alright, let's look at the match ticker. OG versus Optic. That's going on right now, so do I switch over? So I don't know about this Fnatic Team Spirit series. Like it is not as exciting as I'd hope. For some reason, the EG series, there's just something about the elimination of EG that was just more hype. I'm not feeling it. And the Fnatic versus Team Spirit, like that was just a straight stomp. The first game was also a straight stomp. Maybe game 3 is even. I don't know. But okay. Does the Optic OG game matter though? Did Optic beat Virtus Pro? Because I was liking their draft. No, they didn't. This game doesn't matter, so I'm not going to cast it. Yeah, I will not be casting OG Optic, because it doesn't matter. Virtus Pro has already secured a spot. Like, this match doesn't even need to be played, right? It doesn't do anything. They're going to... I don't even know. Can someone tell me the format? Because, like, Virtus Pro beat both teams. That means they just win, right? That's how it works. If it's like a round robin, right? That's how it works. Alright, let me read the Wikipedia again. It's an insane envy game, by the way. I'm gonna read the Wikipedia. Let's see what's going on. First place decider, Virtus Pro 2-0. First place. How does this work again? Oh, this game does matter because whoever wins this gets the other spot, I think. Because they both lost. I think that's how that works, right? Because there's 2 spots in the semifinals. So it does matter. But VP already secured 1 spot, and there's another spot. So OG and Optic are playing for it. This is such a weird tournament format. I don't understand. Why does it have to be like this? I don't know who came up with it. So far, newbies eliminated, VGs eliminated, and like half these games you couldn't even watch because like they're not only streamed at the same time. Like half these games were streamed at the same time, so you can't even watch them all. Like you can watch the highlights, but you can't even watch them live. It's actually insane. Like teams are just getting eliminated simultaneously. Can't watch all of it. What is this? They're getting eliminated left and right. So VG's gone, EG's gone, Newbie's gone. Team Spirit versus Fnatic, they're playing for the next spot here. We have Liquid playing versus Pain, that's coming up later. And Mineski versus LGD Forever Young. Yeah, the loser will end up in the quarterfinals instead. And then the winner, there's 3 other quarterfinal teams. So the loser of OG Optic will go to the quarterfinals. The winner going to the semifinals. And then the other quarterfinal teams are going to be the winner of Fnatic Spirit, the winner of Pain Liquid, and the winner of Mineski LGDFY, which are happening later on today. All happening, and Fnatic Team Spirit's happening now. So not only are there best of 2s going on at the same time as random best of 1 round robin for a better position. I don't know what's going on now. There's 2 other games to be played today, and are they also going on simultaneously? Those are not. At least, what? This is so weird. What is going on? So there's Pain Liquid going on next, and I think I'll cast that. Because Pain beat Liquid, right? Just in a best of 1. Now they're meeting each other again in a best of 3. And I did catch the beginning of that game, and I liked Pain's early game. Their draft was solid, and they played the early game well. I thought that the Miracle Morphling was enough, but wasn't. It was not enough. Weehaw TA was too good, and they played too fast. Too fast, too strong. And we are waiting for this game. It's not quite up yet. I'm gonna chill for a little bit. I'll be right back.
Radiant team back.
Radiant's ban. Dire's ban. Radiant's ban. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Dire's pick. Radiant's pick. Gyrocopter. 10 seconds to go. 5 Radiant's seconds. Pick. Dire. Night Stalker. Seconds to go. 5 seconds. Dire's ban.
Naga Siren.
Alright, I'm back at Route 1. What's going on? Got some water. Did the game start yet? Nope. 10 out of 10 lobby. So I'll just wait.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Radiant's ban.
What's the dealio? Does it matter more than Fnatic versus elimination match?
Dire's ban.
Yeah, this is not an elimination, so I don't really care too much about this game. They're just playing for positioning in the playoffs or the LAN. I don't even think all the games are played on stage. I think. Something like that.
10 seconds.
Or did someone argue? Or is that the other ESL? I don't remember.
5 seconds.
Either way.
Radiant's ban.
So far, I feel about these drafts. That Prophet Night Stalker. I believe it's a Night Stalker. Is Night Stalker offline? Probably. Where's my game? Winner here actually secures DPC points. Is that guarantee them top 4? Yeah, it guarantees them top 4. So it's pretty... It's not a big deal. Like, they're not going to get eliminated, but still... It's really important for them, but like, it's not elimination, right? At least they still have a chance, even if they lose this.
Radiant's pick.
Like, I don't get why they do this. Like, why is it like this? Why can't they just have 8 teams? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why it doesn't make any sense? Why 8 teams? Like, that was how Boston Major worked, right? It was just no. It wasn't like a random. Okay, there's gonna be 6 teams. 2 teams start in the quarterfinals. It's strange. It's Morphling. Yeah, Morphling's banned because first pick Gyro. They banned Brood as well. Afraid of getting cheesed. This is Jakiro, probably potential Slark pick from Optic Gaming. Are they a Slark team? It's a pretty solid Slark game. Got a Jakiro support, hard to deal with. What did they do last game? They picked Bloodseeker, right? Oh, that was a disaster. So I said Bloodseeker's really good if they just if it was against Pangolier, but I'm assuming what VP did was they just tri-laned the Bloodseeker. And they just kept killing him like they did to the Viper, or like Team Spirit did to Viper, and then just a useless hero. Either way, I was waiting for this game. Please, give me a game. Give me a game, ESL, Fnatic, pick start game. Quick, pick start game. Please. Oh, there you go. They clicked it, but I'm just gonna continue to watch this draft because it's not gonna start right away. Chen for OG.
Seconds to go.
Is it a good Chen game?
5 seconds.
Not really. Not the best Chen game, but OG is a pretty good Chen team. I like that hero. It's been working out well in this tournament. It did beat Optic. It did just probably watch Optic get destroyed by Chen. So they're like, okay, that worked so well against them when VP did it, we can try to do that too. And Sakura is a top 4 spot. And when was the last time OG has done this well at a major? Maybe they just needed the format to fit them like this. They won one best of 1 and then won a best of 2. And all of a sudden They lose another game, doesn't matter. Win this one game, just to win one more best of 1 and they just secure top 4. That's crazy. And what other tournament can you win one best of 1 or 2 best of 1s and then 1 best of 3 and you got top 4? Does it make any sense? No. It's gonna be a Tusk, so it is a Night Stalker offlane, as I called. It's so bad that it's almost fun to just look at it and just
5 seconds.
some crazy 3 group I can't even explain it. Well, OG. What are they gonna go for here? They don't see Optics core, so they might just pick their mid here. So I don't have the last pick anyway. Just wait it out, like just hide it for a little bit longer. It still doesn't matter because effectively they had to pick, right? So are they afraid of anything getting banned?
Radiant's ban. Imba spirit.
Not really. So they're just gonna pick. I don't care. As I said, they're probably just gonna pick their mid here. Doesn't matter. Make Optic think a little bit about what their offlaner is gonna be. And also gonna think like what they want to pick. As I mentioned, like Slark is a pretty good pick, but now they pick the Ember
5 seconds.
to counter it. Well, not counter it, but the Ember is pretty good. He's not gonna die to Slark. Silence is a bit scary. Man, the Enigma. What are they picking? Is the ban Enigma? Is it like a Lifestealer? Lifestealer is okay against Ember. He can't kill him, but he also won't die to him. Why this game over elimination game? I'm not casting this. I'm just watching it for now. The draft started, but I wanted to just let it load in a little bit. Because I didn't want to wait in the loading screen. I wanted to actually see the end of the draft, but we'll load into the Fnatic now. That you mentioned it.
Dire team back.
Okay. So we had the first picks already picked. Team Spirit, Axe, Skyrath. Again, just repeating the same thing. Sand King, Darkseer for Fnatic. Sand King, Darkseer for Fnatic. Won them game 1, but this Axe Skyrath won them game 2. So now we're even, I guess. Fnatic completely stomped game 1. Team Spirit stomped game 2. But now we even. We even, boys.
10 seconds to go.
Once again, they did ban the Nyx.
5
So
seconds.
foretold this. But if it wasn't Sky, it would have been Lesh, and that was banned out, so makes sense. And take the DK away this time, as well as the Kunkka. Those are the 2 carries that, or 2 mid heroes. I mean, that Fnatic will pick that is annoying for a Chen. So I think they're just gonna Chen again.
To go.
I think Fnatic should just ban it here.
5
They don't want to deal with it.
Radiant's pick.
They banned Lifestealer though. What? Huh? I mean, like, Lifestealer is really good against Darkseer in lane, right? Because he doesn't care too much about dying shell. It's not gonna die, it's hard to kill.
10 seconds.
Just with,
to
like,
go.
minimal support, like, he definitely can just contest this lane, or at least farm it, right?
5
Doesn't care that he constantly shove the wave into his tower. He can sustain with open wounds, or not wounds, feast, and just continuously farm.
Dyer's pick.
Undying. Oh, what? You pilot die Undying? 5 position Undying to deal with the Axe. But I don't like the hero.
10 seconds.
I mean,
to
actually, I'm an Undying player, but I don't like the hero here.
go. 5 seconds.
Not like this. You have the Tombstone for team fights. Kind of annoying to fight into, but now I think Team Spirit, they just picked Gyrocopter. And they like do a swap-a-roo. Well, okay, first off, are they gonna pick Chen again? It's not that good against Undying. It's kind of annoying. He's really tanky. It's hard to kill. And then he decays. Takes your strength. You give him more damage or in heal with his Soul Rip with a bunch of your creep army. just even early on, like adding 2 extra creeps to the lane. Like he drops a tomb as well. Like he's just unkillable.
Radiant's pick.
Yeah, they're gonna go with a different support. So it's gonna be Oracle to deal with the darks here. That's their answer to Universe. Now the 4th pick here. And you guys might be thinking, like, is it some type of Oracle Huskar or something like that? I also
10
think that
seconds
might
to
be a
go.
possibility.
5 seconds.
Just to say, like, this could be a Huskar game. Like, Fnatic might just get Huskard here. Do you, like, they gotta think about their next pick here. Because already it's like a not bad Huskar game. Like, these 3 heroes already do nothing to him, and now 3 heroes do nothing to him. Spectre on die. Like, I was expecting Fnatic to pick the Gyro. Because now with the Oracle, they can put any hero in the safe lane. I don't care. Like, they don't need the lifesteal. They don't need the Lycan. Like, Fnatic are banning these heroes. But now with the Oracle, they have options. They have a lot of options on what they want to pick here, safe lane. Once again, they don't have the last pick, so Fnatic will have the last pick. So they might just pick their core here. They're really afraid of it getting banned out. So I think if it's Huskar, it's here. Like they have, like, it's team spirit. Like, Illidan has to play Huskar, right? Like, or if not, Slark is not a bad pick either. This is an okay Slark game at this point. So Storm Spirit was a problem for Slark in game 1. And they banned Ember. I forgot about the Storm, and they're gonna go with PL instead. It's a safer pick. We don't know if this is PL. It could be PL mid. We don't know. I don't like PL too much, but in this game particularly, because like Spectre is pretty good against PL later on, unless he gets really farmed, gets like a Silver Edge or like I definitely think this is a Shadow Blade PL game, because he can like pick off a lot of these heroes by himself. Maybe not Darkseer, but the rest of them, just like in a fight, just gets good vision. They could have Axe fight on the other end with the call, and then Sky with Mage to rain damage down. It's kind of a bad Oracle game against Spectre, and that's why they do pick the Spectre. Spectre could always just haunt on Oracle in a fight. Like, she just eats these supports alive. But I think, I mean, if Oracle gets enough farm, still he'll be able to survive.
Dyer's ban.
Pop like a Glimmer or something like that, make it difficult for Envy to track him down. Fnatic ban the Pugna again. They're afraid of getting run down. Just lose the game super fast again.
10 seconds to go.
And the Spectre, how well does she do against Skywrath Axe though? That's a really strong lane. Even with Undying support. We'll see. Like, I don't think Envy's gonna die, but he's gonna have a rough lane. I think PL should free farm. I know what Sand King's gonna do. This is strange. Strange picks from Fnatic for sure. They have 4 melee, 3 or F. They're all super tanky heroes. So like, if they get enough form, they can build up, stack up auras, and Crimson Guard, etc.
Radiant's pick.
It'd be hard to take down, but last pick for Team Spirit gonna be the Storm Spirit. acting as a bit of a deny as well. Storm is not a bad pick this game. You just have Skywrath to deal with, but that's pretty much it. Like, X has a very difficult time calling a Storm.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
So they're gonna pick Storm here. No cheese from them. No Huskar with the Oracle. First thing you gotta think of isn't seem like an option. Like, Huskar's not the best hero right now, honestly. Because he's fairly weak in lane and he's too snowbally. I mean, if you're adamant, you can make him work. There's much better picks out there. Again, the Oracle is more or less just to deal with the Darkseer to purchase Iron Shell creeps in lane. So Fnatic last pick for Abed. I'm thinking could go with Alina. They need some range. They need range. They have a bunch of like. Okay, there you go. Queen of Pain works as well. Because they have a lot of heroes that are gonna frontline and just like be there, but they need someone to follow up. You know, dish out the damage. As they are lacking damage, actually. Suddenly Oracle like sustains people, they build up some auras, and it's hard for them to kill people. It's gonna be Abed, I guess, whose job is to finish off the kill. But again, Queen of Pain, like, this PL is also a problem. They don't have a real answer to him. Team Spirit banned out the Ember, which would have been a good answer, and they picked Storm, which is another answer to PL. And now they have this Queen of Pain pick, which is okay. Like, she has Sonic Wave, but like, that's not, PL doesn't care. Like, he didn't care too much about Quap. He gets on top of her. She doesn't have Link. She's gonna die. Especially with Diffusal Waves, gonna burn her mana. Anyway, let's either play intros. We have Illidan on the Phantom Lancer, and this is a really good Phantom Lancer game. We have FNG. Oracle is going to be supporting on the safe lane. G playing the Storm Spirit. We have Biver on Skywrath Mage. Once again, TK Phobos playing the Axe for the 3rd time in a row. Envy is going to be taking the Spectre the 2nd time this series. Pilot Die playing the support on Dying in the safe lane. We've got Abed on the Queen of Pain mid, and once again DJ as well on the Sand King for the 3rd time too, and Universe on his Darkseer 2nd time, because it was banned the 2nd game when they first picked it, game 3. And this is a pretty good PL game, and I do not think they can contest them. With the Oracle in the lane. They're going to try, and they're going to do their best, but probably will not work out to their favor. It's going to be a fight breaking out bottom, as Skywrath Mage could get caught out, but they did a ton of damage to Envy. But with Abed rotating in, they're going to let the rune go, and it's just going to trade.
Radiant on one side, Dire on the other.
Not really the best trade, as they gave away top rune as well. And so Fnatic actually get 3 runes there, but it's not the end of the world. The thing about Queen of Pain is, of course, she has a very good matchup against Storm. We'll see how G does here against Abed. He secures 2 CS there in the first wave with the Remnant, but now Abed, last thing in her tower, tries to mess with his last hits. Abed gets it. Oh, missing. See, I just want to watch out. Oh, misses another one. Rip gets 1 at least. And this is a lot of harass. Skywrath Mage doing the Skywrath Mage thing. That has the no talisman. Gonna increase his damage with the arcane bolts. But I think Envy gets a stick, Pilot gets a stick. This game gets, or this lane gets real easy. FNG, though, going on to DJ, and he's level 2. And they almost take him out, but DJ gets a stun away. And he's gonna survive. Strange. Oh, they get the root. This lane is working out, and you do not want to Oracle to snowball. Oh, DJ. Pops a magic stick, survives for now. He's going to be able to salve up. You give too many levels to Oracle, and it's like impossible to lane. He actually does so much damage. Well, how did I? What the heck? 1v1 support, killing support, 20 decay stack. Just killed Biver. Rest in peace, Biver. Universe. The Iron Shell. FNG purges it all by casting the Fortune's End on himself. Clutch play there. Biver just TP's back, and he doesn't really care, he dies. So he's forced Pilot Eye to go back to the base for so long, and at this point, like, Envy's gonna get zoned from, like, full on, at least one full creep wave. So what Pilot Eye gained in that kill, Envy is losing right now. So is it worth? Not worth. FNG kills himself to creeps. I don't know if you consider that a miss kill. But just, you know, it happens. It's not efficient, but it's okay. He's buying the triple mango. He's ready for some action. Pilot Eye gonna go for a pull. Biver trying to intercept, but if you want to do it, man up against the Undying again, and end up getting another kill. FNG headed back top. So far, so good for the Phantom Lancer, but Universe is also farming not bad. They're about even at this point. Queen of Pain is gonna have a slight advantage in the mid lane, but I mean, G is not looking too hot right now, but once he salves up, it's going to be okay. Yeah, it's going to be a Queen of Pain favored matchup mid, so this is expected. However, this is not a bad Storm game, as they don't have any lockdown there at all, really. Oh, mid Abed falling quite low, but Storm actually TP'd back to base. That's strange.
No breaking down the radiant structure.
Radiant structures fortified. They're double fortifying for this dive, and they will successfully dive and kill FNG. Looking for Illidan as well. Some pretty good use of fortify there to buy them time for these kills. But Illidan dashes to your creep. He actually doesn't have his doppelganger. They're taking him down the Iron Shell. It's gonna be a kill for Universe. 2 kills on the top lane. Well executed dive there from Fnatic. And again, you can't really do the same against the Spectre. He's just too tanky. And with the daggers, he's not that easy to catch either. You just dagger into the trees and juke. Spectre's a pretty good juker. And mid lane, Abed has a significant advantage now at this point because G had the TP back to base. And chasing Universe down and falls in the top lane. He's running for the rune, looking to cut the creep wave. It goes down to the Oracle's level 3 as the 2 points in the Purifying Flames. If I'm dying. Going down here in the bottom lane to Skywrath Mage and Axe. He's got caught out the rune, so rune spawned and 2 people die. Apparently there's a problem with the monitors, so we're gonna wait a bit. Again, Storm is having an awful game. He's resorted to jungling now. Can't even lane against Quap. Doesn't have his bottle yet. 5 minutes in. And Abed might just be able to carry this game. If he takes this lead and snowballs with it, he's going to buy enough space for Envy to do Envy things on his Spectre. And however, like, the way that Storm Spirit works is like, okay, he's okay with well, he's not okay with this, but like Storm actually jungles really quickly. He can come back really quickly as long as there's room for him to do so. And there's plenty of room, as Undying can't just walk into the enemy jungle, contest the Storm. Like, he can, but it's not efficient. DJ doesn't want to do it because he doesn't want to relieve pressure on his top lane. He doesn't want to leave Universe here alone. If Universe is here alone, he's going to get zoned out. And as a result, like, Storm should be able to come back. This is a really good ward from Pilot Eye. Like, he knows that Storm's going to be trying to covering here, so if he places a ward, maybe he's not gonna directly contest the Storm, right? But this is what he'll allow. It's gonna allow the Queen to come in and contest the Storm and kill him. Top lane, they're going for another dive onto Illidan, and Universe is tanky, and he's continuously diving. Forces the doppelganger out. Now he doesn't have it, and he's gonna. They stun on the wrong illusion. Illidan somehow jukes, and he will survive. Universe tanked a lot of tower shots, so he has to surge away now. This tower has taken plenty of damage as they used the double fortifier early on. I don't know what for. The reason why Fnatic used the fortify was to secure their dive. I don't know why Spirit used theirs as well. But now, Fnatic in a pretty good position. Envy is about to hit level 6. Storm is still coming back in the jungle, but it's taking him a while. As I said, he comes back pretty quickly, but he needs time. It's not insanely quickly, but just give him enough time, and he can jungle his way back into the game. Again, this is a pretty good Storm game. There's really no lockdown for him at all until the Queen of Pain gets Orchid. It's gonna be hard to catch him unless, of course, he just jumps in and dies. DK Phobos farming some creeps here as they did get the pull off. He's gonna cut it. As soon as Envy goes in, he just TPs out. No big deal. Goes back to base. Force out a Tombstone. We do have Abed picking up a regen rune for himself. He did go for a bottle. Top lane. Looking to take this stack here on the side of Fnatic. DJ though tanking a lot of damage to do so, but he dodges the Phantom Lance with Indis, and they don't have TP cancel, so he's just gonna get away. Bed farming incredibly well. 53 CS on him at the 8-minute mark only. Meanwhile, Envy does have level 6 now, so and they can go for a gank. He's put Aquila on the courier as well. Illidan is not even that far ahead. I mean, look whatever their net worth he is because of the kills, but in turn of last hits, he's just slightly ahead of the Spectre. However, with PL being this farmed and Fnatic not really having ways to control him at all, like, it's very difficult for Sand King to find and stun the proper PL. If this continues and PL is able to farm, he's not farming quickly, but if he's continued able to farm, they're about to lose their top tower, which is going to be annoying, but this PL can just carry the game, I believe. Doesn't matter what how Storm is doing, like, eventually he can just come back. Again, with the space created for him by the PL, once the PL starts like coming online with the diffusal, of course, like, the Storm is going to farm, it's going to split, and eventually look for pick off of his own. But there's going to be a gank here onto Illidan top, which is a kill attempt. But rotation comes in from Biver, and it's going to secure the kill there onto DJ, and it also secures a deny onto the tower, which is huge. It sucks losing the top tower, but again, I think it's Team Spirit who are the ones that are fine with taking this game chill. Because even though Fnatic has a Spectre, I don't think that Spectre can just carry this one because she gets farmed. She needs to, continuously be active. So just AFK farms all game. This PL is going to do the same, and PL can a lot easier kill all of Spectre's allies, so Spectre can kill all of his. This is because of his natural chasing potential with the Doppelwalk, or what's it called? Phantom Rush and Doppelganger. Eternal Envy, bottom lane. Gonna get
Radiant's bottom tower seen better days.
level 3 Battle Hunger. It's annoying.
Haste.
And it's pretty much zone out of the lane here. We have an engagement happening mid with Ovid and Haster. And he really wants to kill G. Oh, G. This ward paying off. So I was talking about.
And
Storm wanted the shrine. Abed thought otherwise. We get the root onto Universe, but Haunt comes out from Envy. He's gonna kill Oracle. Bye bye.
No
That's what I was
breaking
talking
through the
about.
dire
Power of the
structures
Spectre
now.
Haunt in this game.
Dire's mid tower won't last much.
Meanwhile, pressure on the mid lane. Spirit. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And G needs to come back. I mean, PL is still farming. His net worth. Okay, he uses his defusal. That's the big thing, right? He has probably one blade alacrity at this point. And DK Phobos is having a free game as well, and he is the top net worth on the side of Team Spirit. It's also pretty much impossible to kill. Speaking of that, they're gonna rotate some heroes in here to kill the Spectre. So you don't want Envy to be down here, they want to get him out. He's gonna shoot daggers though, he's just stalling and defending. And they don't want to go on him because then TV rotations come out. You know, Queen comes in, Sand King comes in, someone gets Epicenter, it could be disaster. So they're just gonna push the tower, TPing the Skyrith Mage to mid to get level 6. And they can't kill him. Because, no stuns, except for Sand King. Bottom lane, Envy, getting gone on. Once again, it's difficult to go on him. He's actually just gonna stall this one out. I mean, he's not getting any CS. That happened mid.
Dire's mid
They
tower
catch out Biver mid lane, and they're gonna lose the tower. They have one stun, so they used it to kill him. And they're gonna use it to go bottom as well. Secure Envy.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
If F and G placing deep wards. What is he doing? He needs a TP. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is he actually gonna live? Alright, space created. He gets his ward dewarded immediately though. That's gonna suck. And he does die. It wasn't enough. Fountain regen wasn't enough. He took too much damage. DK Phobos, very close to his Blink Dagger. And once he has that, he can start to, of course, go for rotations. The timing for Spirit pretty much is this Diffusal and Blink, and they're very strong. And we're looking at Fnatic, like their game plan right now is to buy time for Envy to farm. Now, how are they going to do that? It's gonna be Universe pushing this lane in, and then Queen of Pain just connecting to her team and finding openings. Because like she can like kill a lot of these heroes, and it's hard for her to die at this point. It is possible, so I mean Abed can't play completely free. And notice like he is going for, he had the Orchid queued up first, but then he realized he really needs his Yules, otherwise he's just gonna feed eventually. And speaking of feeding, it's gonna be Illidan getting caught out here with the Haunt. But Axe coming in, he does have the Blink Dagger, but really doesn't get much out of it. And Abed comes in with the connection, as I was talking about. He gets to pick off there onto the Sky and DK Phobos. Storm shows up in the Arcane Rune, but it was too late. Abed doing Abed things. 4-0 for him. And once he gets his Yules, he pretty much is unkillable. And he has it as we speak. And as I was talking about, what is Darkseer gonna do so that Envy can farm? He's gonna push in this top lane, shove it in as hard as he can. Support's here to help him do his job. Queen of Pain also rotated in as a rotation. And now they just put to Spectre bottom and he feels safe. You see, Axe top and the Blink Dagger. This is not how he wants to utilize it, but he has to be doing this. Otherwise, you know. Thing is, like, if they don't push their lanes out, even if they go for a smoke gank, and even if they kill someone, it just doesn't matter. Like, the reason why this having this lane pushed out is a bit problematic for them is they need someone to push it back out. They can't commit everyone because they also need someone to hunt for kills, which is something they're lacking until PL gets more farm. In that case, he can hunt for kills by himself pretty much with the defusal. And he does have it already, so that part of him is online. Of course, you can say the same for Storm as well. With the Kaya, he's still the lowest net worth on his team, behind Envy even. And it feels bad to say, but I mean, you saw what happened last game with Envy. Axe just farming up, continue to get his item progression up. Believe he's probably gonna build a pipe or hood. Illidan has been living down here in the bottom lane for a while, and this is exactly how he wants it. As I mentioned, Fnatic, like, they're not in fighting shape right now. Envy's just scrapping in some farm here and there when he can, when the wave pushes in. And they are pushing the wave in. And again, most carries, like, they don't like this because they run the risk of dying. Like, for example, if he's a Luna, but he's actually quite survivable, like right here next to his tower. And he can turn around the fight fairly well. A little bit of a pause. What is going on? Go. Pause and go immediately. What happened? I was distracted by the pause and someone died. And we get the stun onto the ancient stack. They're gonna farm it using the tombstone and the flesh golem. That's one way to do it when you don't have ancient farmers. Actually, you farm it really fast with this, because the undying zombies, they actually do piercing damage. And of course, the flesh golem will give spell amp. That's something I actually do on undying. I solo farm it though most games, but helps if you have a Queen of Pain. Speeds it up. Envy has his relic now, and this has been his life. He's just kind of been living down here. When the wave pushes in, he goes and farms it. We have FNG waiting in the trees. This is a classic FNG move at this point, but Envy is too smart for this. He's not pushing out further than, like, here. Let me get another drink of water here as we watch FNG. When is this gonna result in something?
Dyer's mid towers having technical
Maybe never, but PL is gonna push in the lane now.
Dyer's mid tower.
How's what? There's no Orchid. How do you die? Wait, just vacuum stun? Did use a sonic wave though. What does someone die every time I take a drink? It should be the other way around. Take a drink every time someone dies. I miss it. Oh, there's a stun onto the axe. And Haunt comes in as well. And they see Biver. He's in trouble. He's gonna die. No living that. No, Abed just taking over the game. This is the Queen of Pain snowball. And PL does have the defusal now, but it's not enough. They're too far behind at this point. 8k net worth advantage. It's hard to kill people because Universe has a pipe into a Crimson Guard. Still no boots. And as I mentioned, with the Yules, Queen is unkillable and makes it hard for people to die as well, because if Axe tries to go for a call, they can just Yules the Axe. G wants to build his Orchid, but I mean, it's already too late. He gets the Orchid, the Queen's gonna have his Yules. He already has his Yules, right? So gets his Orchid, doesn't really change much. Makes it easier so he can pick off, like, I hear like all these heroes are actually so hard. Like, Sand King has a 200 health talent, Undying has, I mean, Undying is an easy kill. But it's just an Undying. You don't want to, it's not, that's not the kill, right? Either way, they shove the lane in top while Biver and DK Phobos are hunting bottom, but they won't find anyone. Instead, Envy's over here, and he has Radiance already. And now Abed, as well as Piedai, gonna be scouting out if they want to rid any invaders in this bottom lane, but the call comes out of nowhere. Did he dunk? They didn't dunk him. Use the dunk there. But now the epicenter comes out from DJ. He's gonna turn this around. But DK Phobos getting saved by the Oracle ulti. He manages to blink away because, again, the ulti makes them invulnerable, so it doesn't cancel your blink. Oracle will go down, but it's worth it. They kill Abed. They lose only 2 supports. Meanwhile, the PL is farming. As I mentioned about what Fnatic needs to do to get the Spectre online, it's the same deal for Team Spirit. Just need to control this area, push the wave in aggressively, and look to potentially pick off the Queen of Pain with a call. Because again, if they catch a hero alone in the call, and most importantly the Queen, which is the ability to use the axe if he calls someone else, which will mitigate a lot of damage from like spins, etc. Blade mail. And oh, Illidan is still not left top. He's gonna come over here. FNG just goes down to Abed over here on the right side. And he's gonna come in to finish off Envy with the Sonic Wave. And it's gonna be 2 kills for Fnatic. And I think into Roshan potentially they go. It was already scouted out, so they're preemptively planning this. And now they're going to drop the Tombstone, Spell Amp. Here you go with the Medallion as well. They can do this incredibly quickly. However, there's a Storm on the side of Team Spirit. And oh, they come in with a call. It's only going to connect onto the Darkseer, as I mentioned, the Queen of Pain. Yules, and what it's able to do, it's going to just save these heroes. And suddenly Axe is in too deep. There's no escape for him. And he'll go down. No buyback. Phantom Lancer's not here as well. And Roshan will go to Fnatic.
Them dire buildings are tough as nails for now.
I think I'm only cast in this game for today, by the way. I couldn't sleep, so I'm kind of tired. So I might take a nap, and I might come back later and cast the game like after Pain Liquid. But I think I want to just chill, like take a nap and watch it, watch BSJ or something like that. Wow, we're in this pause. I'm like missing half these kills because I'm like super tired. I couldn't sleep before, but then all of a sudden I'm tired now. But if I keep drinking water, then I get energized. But then I keep missing kills when I drink water. I take a sip of water, I feel better, and then I miss a kill. I'm gonna pause right now. There's the Orchid completed on the Storm, but as I mentioned, it doesn't amount to much, as there's already Yules on the Queen of Pain. Envy is going for a straight heart build. Which might or might not work out. Because eventually this Queen of Pain's damage is going to fall off, right? And I gotta find damage elsewhere, but I guess I still have the Iron Shell, you know, Epicenter, of course. And, yeah, they got the damage amp as well from Flesh Golem, which is pretty solid. Allowed him to take Roche fairly quickly there, if you noticed. And Illidan, he's not online yet. He needs like two more items. That's playing a win, baby. 2 more items. He needs Manta, of course, for the Orchid. And I really think he needs a scouting item, but of course he's not gonna buy it first. And it's just a waste of an item slot. He needs to be stronger before you buy something like a Shadow Blade. But once he gets Shadow Blade Silver Edge, I think it's solid. It allows him to scout out and to catch Envy out. Again, they don't have anyone to scout for them right now. They have plenty of like follow-up, right? With the Storm, the Skywrath, but they don't have the hero that's gonna not set it up, but you know, find the ganks. There's one thing about like setting up a gank in terms of like initiating, and there's another thing about finding the gank so that you can initiate. And they don't have that finding hero. So when you see like they're having a lot of problems looking for kills, and that was their strong point if I'm at against EG. But Fnatic is just doing a really good job of controlling where they are on the map, as they don't get picked off by this Axe Sky and Storm combination. Just pause. Alright. We are in. And we have Biver completed his Veil. It's gonna be a nice damage boost. And that's a problem with picking like 2 supports like Sky and Oracle. It really helped them out in the laning stage. But without a 4 position, it's hard for them to initiate, and they're doing it again. Like Fnatic is being very efficient on the map right now, a lot more efficient than Team Spirit, and this is the power of Undying. This is what I was talking about. Like I would do this usually by myself when I play Undying. I just stack this and then I farm it with Tombstone, and then my teammates ping me and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "No one else on the team can farm Ancients, so I'm gonna farm it." You actually farm it really quickly, because again, the tombstones do piercing damage, which gives bonus damage to creeps. Wait, does it do bonus damage to ancients though? There's a question. It does bonus damage to creeps, but do ancients have the same armor type? I mean, it doesn't say. Either way, like even if it doesn't, you give them bonus damage either way, because the Flesh Golem damage amp. But top lane, we have a smoke coming out from Team Spirit. It's gonna meet right into Team Spirit, Fnatic smoke. Now the Haunt comes out. They just get rid of the Skywrath there immediately. Courier goes down as well, and Storm has to jump away for his life. And oh my God, that's a full-on team wipe. The team fight from Fnatic is just too much. They forced the buyback out of the VPL, and half these heroes didn't even get their spells off. Sky definitely didn't get a sell off. Maybe he got 1 spell off. You have a tip there onto Envy, and Envy going for the heart, but he's still doing a lot of damage because the spell lamp from wait, he didn't even have it because he used it before to farm ancients. That was just purely the damage output from Queen and the vac wall. And Sky gonna try to de-ward now. They don't know exactly where it is, but he guesses right. It's on the cliff, and that's about it. But they did use a buyback there for nothing. Or wait, did they? Why did I feel like someone bought back? Oh no, never mind. The Queen respawned with Aegis. You can tell I'm freaking out of it. Envy is completely out of mana, but he's also unkillable. And they just force staff him in. He's like, come at me, bro. Queen of Pain does have BKB. He still died during it. And he respawned with Aegis. Well, they get the call onto Envy, but is this the hero you're gonna go on? They dropped the Tombstone on the high ground. This Tombstone's unkillable. Oh my god. They drop the Mystic Flare onto Envy, but he's still alive. They get the Vacuum Wall stun onto 2. Storm Spirit jumps in, but he's just going to get deleted. He buys back. They finish off the Spectre, but DK Phobos is getting focused down. Universe is manning up, but the buyback from G going to get the kill here. Now the Epicenter comes out, though. It's going to be a full-on team wipe. They lose Spectre. They lose Universe, but they're all dead, and they don't have buybacks. What in the world?
Dyer's mid tower could use a little help.
I think that might be it for Team Spirit. That's a Rax for sure. They have the Dominated Catapult as well.
Technical difficulties.
And both of their core is dead forever.
Mid tower.
Wait, they did use buyback.
Dyer's mid rack.
Wait, I'm not crazy. Why does it not show? Hold on.
The Dyer's mid rack. It's gone.
Shouldn't it say buyback here? I'm confused.
Dyer's mid rack.
That's how it works in a pub, but either way, they do not have buyback. And as a result, this game is looking to be over. They're just diving the fountain at this point. Oracle saves Axe for now, but he's not going to be alive for long. PL goes in, but vacuum back in. Storm jumps onto the Queen of Pain, but doesn't have the damage output. Everyone's too tanky. They got Crimson Guard, they got Pipe. Abed just salving up. The salve he probably bought from the enemy fountain. And PL dead again without buyback. And this is an elimination game, so they're hanging in for any hope and prayer, but this Darkseer Sand King combo from Fnatic is just too strong, and they didn't think that Fnatic would first pick it, and they did. And as a result, Fnatic gonna take this game. They get the call onto Medusa, but they're throwing everything. They're on Medusa. Might as well be a Medusa at this point. Spectre. But it's gonna be all for naught. There's the vacuum combo again. F&G calls GG. They're gonna finish off Storm, making it a full-on team wipe. And that's gonna be it for Team Spirit. They knocked out EG, but Fnatic. It's not a guaranteed top 4 finish because they're in the lower bracket. They did get knocked down by Virtus Pro, but they will secure themselves a spot at the main event in the quarterfinals to play against either. I mean, they have to win, right? But it's gonna be VP or OG Optic, one of the Optics. Which that game is over. But again, I didn't get much sleep, so I need to go take a nap. I will might be back, I might not, but I just want to be able to cast tomorrow, and if I kill myself casting this, I'm not going to cast tomorrow, and I want to cast the games where it matters. So, I'll see you guys later, if I come back on, but hope you guys enjoyed the cast. You know, it wasn't the best quality, but peace out, everyone, and see y'all later. It was some entertaining games, a bit stompy. It wasn't as cool as I expected. Wasn't as hype as yesterday. I hope we get some better games as it goes on. I wish I just casted Virtus Pro. I feel like those games are epic, or not. At least it's not epic, but you know it's funny at least. But either way, peace out, everyone.